Like about this website is it tracks the any matches you do against bots too.
1.0.
It does?
Gross.
Damn, I
Yeah.
need to run it up against some bots.
Oh,
Run it
that's
up.
trash. No
I'm about
wonder
to
Blaze
fix-
got a
I'm about to
positive
get my-
KD ratio. Should make sense now, bro. This should make sense. No wonder Blaze got a positive KD, yo.
He's just
I'm about to
doing
get
all
my
that wacky
KD
stuff.
right. I'm
Oh
about to
man,
get my
he's in
shit
boot
right.
camp. I haven't even tried boot camp, yo, on this shit. I ain't-
Nah, me neither.
I've been to the academy to fix my controls, but I haven't done no boot camp matches or I haven't done.
No,
Yeah,
boot
if you-
camp is really. I mean, I don't do boot camp matches, but like what I do is just the weapons trainings.
Right. Yeah, those don't count, of course. But
Yeah.
yeah, if you do like PVE versus like the bots and shit, that shit will count.
That will count.
That's lame, bro. We need a
Yeah,
proper
like trash.
service record and no, but we're gonna get to it, bro. Definitely gonna get to it.
Oh, you saying Battlefield ain't the only game without a without a proper service record?
It don't got a service record either.
Hell no.
Oh boy.
That game missing. Oh man, we're gonna talk about that game
I'm
missing
gonna
so
let you.
much
That's
shit,
your
dog.
section, bro. That's your expertise. I don't know shit about shit when it comes to Battlefield. So
Man, gotta see if I can find. There's a whole list of shit too.
well, the list of shit missing from Halo 2. Don't worry, bro.
Man, those Nerf skins they got. Whoo! I might need to. I need
Got a
to order
copper
them
Nerf
and
gun?
send them back. I might need to order them and send them back. Swipe the code. Joyce was heat.
Is it only for the shotgun, or they had it for multiple guns?
Nah, they had it for the no. You didn't
They
see
have
it?
it for more?
But they had it for the basic assault rifle. That shit was heat too. Hold on.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh,
Let me
I
link
might
you
have to do
right
that
now.
then. I might have to do the. Let me see. Halo Infinite players can unlock in-game skins by buying
Where is it?
2 Nerf gun skins this season. Oh yeah, the MA40 and the Bulldog SG.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
What they do?
Ooh, the shit for the assault
That's
rifle.
what
is
I
heat.
told you. That's heat.
Yeah, that shit
Let me see if I
nice.
can find the link. Let me see if I can find it. Yo, Kofi, look at this. Look at this here.
Hold on, let me finish up these boxes real quick. I'm gonna look at it just now. Yeah, I just gotta get this shit.
Got a link right there.
Since we late,
Wow,
late,
it's one flag cap. Fuck.
What happened?
we late.
Nothing.
Oh wait, my thing's not on.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy,
mate, so
dude.
you haven't been playing Halo at all? You've been out strictly on Battlefield?
I played like 3 Halo matches, so I really haven't played much.
You ain't fucking with it.
Nah, it's not that.
Battlefield boy.
You're
a
not.
Battlefield boy.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm fucking with it. It's just I haven't had a lot of time during the week this week. That shit.
How was your vacation? Didn't you want like vacation or some shit?
Yeah, I was away for the weekend. Went to fucking North Carolina. It's so nice out there, dog. Like everything out there felt like it was brand new and shit.
Yeah.
But it was dope. Weather was nice, and shit, that might be a move in the future, dog. I might be in North Carolina
It's
in
nice.
a few
Yeah.
years. That shit is nice, dog. It's really nice. We was in Charlotte. I went to a game and shit. Went to the Knicks versus Charlotte. We was up in the nosebleeds, but it was just something quick. That shit was dope as hell, though. Dope ass energy in the arena. Went out to the clubs. Like they got this strip out there that has like 4 or 5 clubs on it and shit. My niece turned 21, so we went out for her birthday. And I was just like, dog, they couldn't have nothing like that where I live, because motherfuckers would get that shit shut down like the first weekend. It'd be a wrap. But it's dope because it's like an arcade mixed with a club, like 2-in-1 type shit. So they got like the whole wall of like game systems, retro game systems, Sega, Super Nintendo, all that type of shit. And then on the other half of the spot is like a whole nightclub. That shit was dope.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Jack, they killed your boy, man.
They massacred my boy.
Yeah, man.
You used to
Fucked up,
listen
dog.
to Young Dolph music? You from Memphis, so you
Yeah,
must
of
listen to
course.
Young Dolph.
Oh yeah, Dolph, dog.
That's crazy.
Nuts.
The story is sad, man. Going to buy
Yeah,
some
they
cookies
said-
for your mama, yo. Gun you down.
They
right
they
now.
plotted on that, man. They definitely
They
plotted on
definitely
him.
did. They definitely did. It didn't even look like they were trying to rob him too. They were just looking like they were trying to kill him.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, I guess he was supposedly doing like a turkey giveaway
Yeah.
that day at least, and I mean he was around town getting gas. I seen a footage about him getting gas not too long before they, you know what I mean, they ran down on him. So
That's
they
crazy.
definitely knew he was gonna be in town and stuff and where he was gonna be.
Yeah, shit is nuts. All right, so we might as well get started because we do have quite a few topics to talk about today, and we're already late. J Main,
Thanks, Jack, man. Damn. I knew you said you had diarrhea, but I didn't think it was gonna take you that long.
I got all that out the way before the podcast, man. That ain't on me. That ain't on me.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Press Start Podcast, episode 215. We here with another episode. I hope everybody's having a fantastic night. And today we got a guest. We got, a guest that you've seen multiple times on this podcast. He's my boy. And I definitely need to get his takes on a couple of topics. So I thought he would be a great addition to today's podcast. So we got my boy, Tony. Say what up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The new king of
in the
Halo.
community. New king, facts. New throne. After the throne.
Stratman, MIA, that boy scared. The new king of Halo is here. Yo,
Snatch that title. I had to snatch that title real quick.
Yeah. So thank you for pulling up to the podcast, and we're gonna talk some topics.
Yes, sir. Remind me what Age of Empires 4. Halo next.
Oh, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. But if there's any first-time listeners, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the podcast. We're gonna go ahead and introduce our main panel. We're gonna start off with, oh no, it's Alex.
Oh man, why do I gotta be first?
Go first.
Oh,
get off that Halo and get off that Halo, sir.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Get off that Halo.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Put the sticks down and let's pod.
Get off that. It's podding time.
We do mouse and keyboard over here, sir. We do mouse and keyboard here.
According to the internet, you had a disadvantage. But anyway,
you know clearly it totally is a real disadvantage. Like the auto aim in this thing is absolutely wild. But yeah, welcome to everybody to the podcast. I know last week we made 15K, right?
Yeah.
We took a week off.
Got more?
This week we're at 16,399.
The train don't stop.
The train does not stop apparently. But it's been kind of wild. I haven't been able to put any content this week really. I did do a PC port review for Halo Infinite. The PC port is not good. And we'll talk about that later. But definitely check out the channel, check out everybody's content here, and hope you guys enjoy the show. So let's go with that.
Jamie,
sir.
Say what up to the people.
What up, people? Definitely checking in with the podcast. I'm really grateful to be here. Glad, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm ready to just get into it, talk about these topics, and should be a good show, man.
And last but not least, Jack Move Johnny.
Nah, he leased.
Oh, man. Hey,
Wow.
I ain't really got no intro this week. I do want to ask Tony a question. Tony's on Twitter saying, first of all, Tony's 21 years old.
Sure.
I'm talking about what you put on Twitter.
Yeah. Talk about it.
He's
Talk about
20
it.
years old, but he's saying he's 20 years deep in the gaming community. How is that possible? I don't get it. You was gaming at 1 year old, my
None of that
dude.
makes sense.
He still don't know how to speak English, but he was gaming at 1 year old. He want us to believe that. He want us to believe that. Come on, Tony.
You know what's crazy,
Oh,
Jack?
shit.
This boy hasn't experienced like a Super Nintendo, bro, or a Sega
Never.
Genesis.
I had the
Never.
SNES.
But you 20 years deep in
Bro,
it.
if you 20,
Shut up.
But I was playing the last.
You was with this Halo.
Yeah, 20 years ago, bro.
20.
Yeah, 20 years ago was like what?
You-
PS2.
But I was
Yeah,
playing
PS2
Aladdin.
era.
I had Aladdin. I had all
Oh,
that.
stop
bro.
the cap, yo. You're
I
that
don't
young.
know.
You're too young, bro.
Well, you
Your
played the first
console was
level
like,
of Aladdin and put it down.
bro, your
No.
first console was low
Yeah.
key to PS2.
Just like everybody else did.
The GameCube and the Xbox.
PS2 is
Stop the
heat.
cap.
PS2 is heat.
It definitely was.
What you played on
It
PS2,
was
Tony?
good.
I played Freedom
Sesame
Fighters
Street?
on that. Scarface,
Fighters.
Godfather 2. No, Godfather 1 or 2. 2 was big. 2 was. I had all the bangers.
You naming some
Crazy.
heat right now. I can't front. That
Manhunt.
Scarface was my shit.
Man,
You was 1 year
Crazy.
old playing these games. That's crazy.
No, man.
That's crazy. That's impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like me trying, like, I can't cap and say I gamed on the NES. I'm too young, you know. I really started my gaming journey with the Sega Genesis thanks to my two older brothers, you know, playing Mortal Kombat 2, Sonic 2, and
Genesis.
stuff like that. Yeah. But I know
Super
Tony definitely started
Nintendo,
gaming
Sega
mad
Genesis.
early. But that's no problem. We don't age discriminate around here, man. I know some people don't. I don't age discriminate, so it's all good. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get started. I guess we can quickly go over and see what everybody's playing before we get into the.
Damn, I
main
timed someone out by
topics.
accident when I was moving my laptop. My bad.
You know what we're
You
playing.
what?
I timed someone out by accident.
Yeah,
My
we know
fault.
what
I ain't
we're
mean to hit. I ain't
What
mean
is
to
he
hit
saying?
my-
What
You
the
know what
hell?
we're playing.
Yeah, I have no idea what Tony just said right now. I ain't gonna hold you. You speaking a whole lot of gibberish right now. Whole lot of
Can you
gibberish.
put on closed
It is
caption for this
this
dude,
thing.
man?
Oh, man. But I timed someone out by
Somebody-
accident. That's what I said.
Oh,
My
you
fault,
timed somebody out by accident. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
change it.
Oh, you timed somebody out by accident. Okay. I
Someone
see.
caught that time out by accident. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they was talking shit.
Nah, I didn't mean to. I was
Just
moving my shit. And I timed someone out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Jamie,
Damn,
what you been
Tony.
playing?
Battlefield 2042. I probably got
The
like 12
wrong
hours
game
on
to
that
play.
game. I'm on that, and yeah, that's it. A little bit of Halo in there, and yeah,
Did you get it via the access, or did you get it like the $100 version?
both. So I bought the
Oh.
$100 version. I game share, so it was you know what I mean. It wasn't nothing to do that, and then I had access to the fucking EA access version as well. So I was playing a little bit of both.
Jesus.
So we're
Okay.
gonna talk about it, but
Yeah.
that's
We'll
pretty
get
much
to
it.
Jack, what you been playing, man?
I have been playing Grand Theft Auto 3. Great game.
What's it like?
What?
So Jack, what's it like having your PlayStation be so dry the whole year?
Sir, I'm playing a Grand Theft Auto 3 currently sits at a 97 on Metacritic, sir. It's a
Excuse me?
It's a classic
What
game,
version you
sir.
playing? Oh,
Which
what version
version?
you playing?
You must
Not
be
the
playing the
version I'm
PSP
playing, but I'm just
version.
saying previous versions of this game.
No,
is a 97 on
no.
Metacritic. Yes, yes.
Huh.
Yeah, isn't this at like a
Unfortunately, this ain't
50?
that
Like,
versions.
isn't this at like a 58 or a 60 on
The
Metacritic
current
right
one might
now?
be. Listen, we going off. You know what I mean?
Huh.
They
So-
legendary in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to GTA 3, man. Great game. Great.
Alex,
game.
what you been playing?
Halo.
Mm.
That's it. That's it.
Mm.
Literally, that's it. I've put in about 9 hours into this game in about 3 days.
Nice.
It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah. Like there's a lot of issues, but it's a good game just in general. It's very sweaty. I will say that it's a very sweat heavy game.
That rank lobby, dog. That shit is
Dude,
sweaty
no,
as
not the
fuck.
rank lobby. The whole game. Like the whole game is a sweat fest.
I love it. I love
And
it.
I kind of like it
I love
because
it.
I've been wanting to replace CS:GO for a long time.
There you go.
We're gonna get into it. And yeah, like Alex, I've been playing a whole lot of Halo ever since the surprise drop, which we're gonna talk about. And you know, I was playing Forza, then Halo dropped. So just Forza.
My
Horizon
sources
5
called that
and-
early drop, by the way. My sources called that early drop.
Which source? Let us know.
One
My
time?
sources, I got inside
time?
sources on the Xbox side.
Come on, please don't start that bullshit over
Death
here,
Singer?
dog.
I'm not one time, but for Xbox. I'm not one time for Xbox.
We already got good Xbox sources, man. The
Yeah,
only
we
reason why
need-
people gravitated to
Chill.
Wonton
Nah,
because the
who's-
PlayStation Insider's been trash.
Nah. My guy Cinedex tapped me in. Cinedex.
Oh, Cinedex.
They ran
Shout
up
out
out
to-
the Discord, man.
Shout out to Cinedex. I haven't seen that boy in a minute.
He be
man.
on
Shout out
Twitter
to-
space. He be on them Xbox refugee camp Twitter spaces now.
Oh
Boy.
yeah.
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 Camp
I
Twitter
hopped up in
Space.
one of them Xbox Twitter space. They said they go J-Main right there. They was talking shit about BG.
Oh, dude,
I
I
had
get,
to
I
dip
get,
up
I
out
get
of there.
called out all the time in that bullshit, dude. They're like, "Oh,
I had to
Alex
dip
is
up
here,"
outta
and I'm
there.
just like, and
Oh
then I just
man,
leave.
beats the
immediately
truth.
leave.
Yeah,
He on
yo.
BG ass,
Call
man.
out.
It's crazy.
I was about to catch a straight bullet on the wrong block. I'm like, God damn, I don't even fuck with BG like that. Damn, like, spare me, please.
That's funny. All right, so let's get into some shit, man. Xbox 20th
Oh
anniversary
my god.
just happened. And Jack,
What you got going on? What you got going on, bro?
It was. What do you mean? What I got going on? Explain.
What are these topics, bro? Halo, Xbox 20th, and Forza. What the
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
going on, man?
Yeah, Jack. Video games. You didn't
I want to know what
Great
you had
games.
she ate for breakfast this morning. Fuck all this.
Oh.
Let's get to the nitty gritty of this shit, okay?
Nah,
For
Kofi
real.
got the gift bag from Xbox. It's a
Oh
changed
yeah, okay,
man.
my bad.
It changed man.
Go off, King. My bad.
Xbox just celebrated their 20th anniversary, and they did a little bit of a live stream where Phil Spencer and a whole bunch of other people came and pretty much did a history recap of, you know, the Xbox brand, a celebration. And
20
we
years
did
now.
get a major announcement that day. They surprise dropped the Halo Infinite multiplayer. They're calling it a beta, but I'm pretty sure when the game finally releases, it's gonna be pretty much the same thing. Maybe
It ain't
if we're lucky, they'll add they'll add some maps, which I'm praying to God they
You
add
ain't
some
getting no
maps.
maps. You ain't getting
We're
no
gonna get
maps.
no maps. It's
I'm
just
praying
gonna
to
be the
God they
10.
add some maps. because they gotta be holding some content behind
Nope.
if they're calling this a beta.
Nope.
Why even call it a beta then?
Because
seemed
even
like
on their
some
blog
legal
post, they
issues.
said, "Here's the content that you're going to see day one." On their blog
Yeah.
post,
That's
10
crazy.
maps.
That's crazy. Well, back to the celebration. Microsoft also announced that they are releasing a documentary on Xbox
Yes.
called Power
That's cool.
On, the story of Xbox or something like that. And it does seem really interesting. I just really hope that they really talk about the bad too. I don't like docs that just
Talk about
the good. I want to hear the bad. And obviously they tease the Red Ring of Death, but I
Yep.
also want to see them talk about Xbox in 2013 as well, because
The Xbox One, the TV
Jeez.
box.
yeah,
That could be a whole
because
series.
you know why? Because that was actually a turning point for a lot of things that we see today. Don
Yeah.
Matrick left. Phil Spencer took over. Then we've seen the shift with the announcement of the One S and X and the direction that they're going, bringing the games to PC, Xbox Play Anywhere, all that shit. So I think that was a major point in Xbox's history. So I'm just hoping they don't act like it was all peaches and cherries when it comes to the Xbox One and only talk about the red Ring of Death or stuff like that. So I'm hoping that we actually get a proper documentary. It's supposed to be six episodes.
Yep.
And I don't know where it's releasing. Is it releasing on Netflix or something?
It says Roku, IMDb TV, YouTube, Redbox, and other platforms.
Yeah.
Is what I'm seeing here.
That's gonna be free on streaming services.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
December
I'm definitely gonna be
13th.
checking it out. I'm definitely gonna be checking it out. But the big news was obviously the release of Halo Infinite's multiplayer, and I want to get right into it, man. So, like Alex, he said he put in like 9 hours. I've put in about probably 17 hours into the multiplayer
Damn!
already.
Yeah, I
Damn,
got. Let me check.
17?
15, 17 hours into the multiplayer. By now. Played a shit ton of matches, custom matches with the boys, and we're just gonna give our thoughts on it. But I actually want to start off with our guest, Tony. You are not a Halo guy per se, right? You never really
sir.
played the Halo games like that.
No, sir.
So what's your thoughts on Halo Infinite now that you've been actually, putting some time into the game?
I checked. I got 11 hours. I got a little bit of time in this, but
There you go.
low key, it feel like some split gate ripoff. This shit kind of.
Wait. This feels like a split gate ripoff? Look at these new boys, bro. Look at these new boys.
Hey, talk about
This
it, Tony.
game feels like a split gate
Split-
ripoff.
Speak your truth.
Wow,
Speak your truth.
that's
No wonder why
crazy.
gaming is in the worst state it's ever been in.
Wow.
You got Halo copying off a Splitgate.
Halo
It's
copied
20
Splitgate,
years.
or was it
Get
the other
this
way
trash
around?
out of here.
Nah. I was feeling that Kofi, man. I ain't been on PC. I ain't had a new Xbox in a minute. I had the base Xbox from last gen, so I ain't been on the Halo game nights. They ain't had crossplay. So I'm always hearing Kofi talk about how nice he is and this and that, but
Let's hear it.
Nah.
Tony
Nah, you
is
can't-
literally
Nah, bro.
Tony,
Nah,
don't,
bro, you can't-
okay,
you
you gotta
can't-
get this
nah,
real
no,
stuff.
nah.
Tony's low key the worst player in the Discord. We're just being facts.
Nah,
but he's
nah,
the
nah,
worst
nah,
player.
nah.
It
I
go
watched
like
the new
yo,
1v1.
let's how it
Niggas
goes.
got
It goes
washed in the
it goes
1v1.
Tony. It goes Red Hood. It goes like Death Singer or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Crackers.
you're on the
Man.
bottom
No.
tier, Tony.
Wait.
You're on the bottom tier of niggas on the Discord.
Nah.
bro. So what are you talking
Nah.
about?
Oh,
What are you
Listen,
talking
listen. The first day I was trash, right? But then I picked up, I got used to it. Blaze below me,
Only been out
Anubis
one day,
below
what?
me, Red Hood below me.
Mm.
You, I'm on the same tier as you. I'm on the same tier as you.
Yo, after this podcast, we 1v1. We play 1v1. After this
Oh no,
fucking
but you didn't hear
podcast.
Kofi? 1v1s don't count.
Yeah,
Oh,
according
Because
to
1v1s
Anubis,
don't count,
one
man.
v
yeah,
we
he
need
said
real,
1v1s
we need
don't
real
count.
world games, bro. Real world games.
Wait, somebody got 1v1? Somebody got
I beat
smoked already
Anubis
in
in
No,
1v1?
1v1. Now 1v1s don't count. I beat.
1v1s.
Tony's definitely bottom tier player, but like I was saying,
Yeah.
but actually no, you were talking about your experience. How you fucking with the multiplayer though?
Nah, it's cool. I was actually fucking with it. It's kind of competitive, all that. This 1050 kind of struggling, but other than that, it's alright.
You got a
I'm feeling
1050
it.
Right?
But I had to get the 1050. Was the only card they had. I'm trying
So
to get
you're
me a
playing at
new.
what, like
I'm trying to
1080p?
get me a. Yeah, it's struggling. No, it's struggling. But I'm
Jack,
trying
you got
to
a
get
1050
new
too, right?
series.
Yeah, 1050.
So you about to hop on this weekend then too, right?
No, sir.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
What settings
Yeah.
are you running it at, Tony? Is it like what 1080p or something like that?
I'm on the lowest of lows. My shit looking like PS2. My shit looking like SE and NES.
Oh my
crazy,
god.
man. Just crazy. Alex, what do you think of Halo Infinite now that you've put quite a few hours into the game?
I think, excuse me, I think the gameplay is good. I think they've really focused on what makes Halo a very competitive shooter. I think the thing is, though, they are missing a lot in terms of content, especially being so long in the oven. There's no way to actually choose the kind of match you want to play. It's only on a list. There's modes missing. There's game types missing. The progression was broken and fixed
Still not the best.
earlier today, quote unquote fixed. I think it's still not fixed. I think there's still a lot of problems with it. I also think that the game is not optimized to where it should be. It looks worse than Forza, but yet uses more resources than Forza and has a worse frame rate. So I need to have that explained to me.
Yeah, my game was
That's what we need to have
better.
explained.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good game overall. I think it just has some hiccups
Boy,
and things
Jet
like that.
sucking the hell out of that juice. Holy.
Huh?
Wait, what?
What?
What did I just say, bro?
Never mind, bro.
English, please, Tony. Can you?
Yeah,
can you repeat
actual
that?
That man Jet was throwing that juice, bro. Pause.
Hey, Tony, what you got going on, man? What you trying to get into, man?
Are you throwing
This shit's
juice?
crazy.
Jack, what are you doing over there?
You trying to see how my throat work, man? This shit's crazy.
Oh, I want to know how it works.
Bro, that man
Here we
took
go.
the bottle
Oh,
like
boy,
this
here
and
we
had
go.
like half left in it. That wasn't even the last drops.
Drinking the juice like Nick Holland.
I like
I think overall, so the map types, the maps are strange. They're either too small or too big.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
We
no
need
map
more of them
actually.
joints.
Yo, hold on. I'm about to expose Kofi right now, bro.
All right, let's see.
I'm about to
Let's see.
expose Kofi right now, bro. All right, so we playing
Let's hear it.
Halo, right? We beating these niggas ass. They getting washed, right? Mid game, they call timeout. Yo, change this, change that. This don't count. So we start a new game, right? These niggas put us on a 4v4 map when it was 9v9, and then they try to count that game when they team shooting, sticking together. We're like, nah, run it back. We ran it back on the open map. They got cleaned up.
You see,
Facts.
you
Say
know
that's
what's
cat.
you see what's entertaining about this J Main? He's always saying the word we like he put in any effort.
No,
Was
no,
that nigga
I'm
Zap
not-
on the
I
team?
got a screenshot from that
Yo,
game.
bro, was that boy
Hold on,
Zap on the
listen,
team
listen,
that was
listen.
carrying the whole squad, bro?
Bro, your man Blaze
Zap
went, listen, your man Blaze went 5 and 15 in that game. Facts. I got the screenshot. Facts.
Yo, I got a couple of screenshots of Tony going 1 and 8.
Fast day. That was the first
Jack,
day. That was the
I got a
first
couple
day.
of
That was
screenshots.
the
Yo,
first
Jack,
day.
this man went 22 and 45 in one game.
Tony,
Wait, hold on.
baby.
Hold on.
When the
It's like a
fuck-
0.5 KD,
No.
Tony,
All right.
baby.
That would be a 0.45 or some shit like that.
Stay
I
the
don't
full
even
story. Stay the
think.
full story. Stay the full
All
story.
right, you know what?
That wasn't teen. No. We're not gonna move on yet.
You know what?
That wasn't no. That wasn't no TDM. That was an objective based game. I was going for the objective. Y'all niggas was camping the objective. We not doing. Y'all niggas was 6 deep. Yo, listen. If Young Dolphin had as many niggas with him as Kofi did, he'd be here right now, bro.
Come on,
Nigga
don't
was
do
6
that.
You know
deep,
what?
bro.
You know
do
what?
that.
You know
Don't
what
do
we
that.
could do
Don't
though,
do that.
J-Main?
You
J-Main,
could
you know
not
what
catch
we can
Kofi in
do?
a 1v1. Nigga was 6 deep.
You know what we can do, J-Main, to make this even more funny, since Tony thinks he's this god? Why don't we do a live KD checker right now?
Oh my god.
You gotta do everybody. You gotta do everybody in Discord though.
Everybody. I mean, I'm at 1.0. I know.
Careful.
Let's do a live KD
Hey,
check
Goldilocks,
on the
bring your ass
podcast
back.
right now. On
Bring
the
your ass
podcast.
back here,
J-Main,
Goldilocks.
can you
We
put
got
the
some
link?
talking to do.
My
Can you
internet
put the
tripping,
link?
bro. My internet tripping, bro.
There go right there. I already had it
We
pulled
should
up.
on the one you
Put it-
getting clowned, Tony.
give
You
it
should
a-
on
give
the
it a-
one you
Go
getting
right there. I
clowned.
already had it pulled up.
My shit tripping, bro.
All right, so how do I
We should on the
search
one
that?
you
How's
getting
that-
clowned.
Oh, you already have it pulled up. It's perfect.
Already.
Okay, let's
Counting it
bring.
in the KD? The custom games counting the KD?
No.
Or was it public only?
I don't know. You
no,
tell
no.
me. I can see all the matches that you played, but I don't know if these is custom.
Let's pull up.
Take the last few
New
games I
York,
played with
New
Kofi.
York. Hey, Tony.
Take the last few games I played with
See,
Kofi. I know.
I'm Tony. I see the 0-24 on this motherfucker.
Hey, Tony.
You see? What?
What was
He's
this?
what?
2 days ago on recharge, you went 0 and 24, my
I
guy.
must have been fixing my set. Oh, that's why I was
Tony.
fixing my settings. That's why I was putting my shit
All
as
right.
low as the lows.
We on
Yo.
New
This is something,
Yorkio's
boy.
KD right now on display. You know what I mean? And his KD is currently a 0.92.
Oh, man.
I
0.92.
thought it'd be lower than that.
All right, let's check.
Bro, do me a favor.
Let's
Check
check Kofi's
one night.
KD.
Just check one night. Check one night.
Why
Bro.
Tony
call it
said-
one night? Why you call it one night out? What did he do?
Only
bro?
KD, he respect his kid dangerous, man. He ain't worried about what you say. Tell him, Tony.
Only
Yo,
KD
J-Man.
we acknowledge is kid
J-Man,
dangerous.
can you
Yes,
can
sir.
you pull up mine for me, please? Can you pull up mine for me? Please?
What's your
I don't know how to
Xbox
say
name?
it.
Is it PressStartKofi?
PressStartKofi should be spaces or one word. Just try it. And let's pull up
Alright.
my KD for me and give me the link real quick.
Got
check
you
the
right
last,
here.
Check like the last 4 games I played. I played with Kofi.
Boom,
was
I
on
just
top.
posted
I was
it in
on
the
top of
Discord.
last 4 games.
All right, so let's see how I'm doing so far. You know what I mean? Let's see how I'm doing so far.
Yo, Jay,
All right, my
check the
KD.
last 4 games I played, bro. I was on top
My
of Kofi on the last 4 games,
KD
bro.
is not
Check
the
last
best.
4.
It's clearly not the best right now. You know what I mean? I'm still ironing out the kinks in my game. I'm currently a
sure,
platinum
for sure.
5. You know what I mean? And I got a 1.21 KD. Tony,
That's not that much higher.
explain.
That's not that much higher. We take away my first day of never playing Halo away. Bro,
Bro,
like-
cut it out, bro.
You
Cut it out.
saying y'all pretty much this is pretty much a
right.
wash.
So now let's do Alex's real quick before.
No.
we continue
Hold up.
the
Let me tell you
podcast.
something. Let me tell you something too. Let me
1.01.
tell you something about Kofi, right? We was playing the oddball. This nigga plays it like it's TDM. No wonder his scores. Nigga never goes for the ball. He never holds the
You
ball.
know why?
No,
Because I'm playing defender. I don't have to pay. I don't have to care. I play defender, bro.
Yeah, I capture the ball, so they be coming for me. That's why my shit low, because I play
All right,
the
so
objective.
J-Man, pull up Alex's for me real quick.
What's your name on there, Alex?
Same thing. It's
Oh, okay.
1.01.
Pull up Alex's before we continue with this conversation.
Is it 2 X's for you?
Yeah, too.
I don't see you. I can never find you. Here.
Oh man, I think it's Gamertag hidden. Oh man, shit is crazy.
My tag is not here.
Same about
It's
right.
oh no, it's Alex.
Yeah,
Oh,
spaces. There's spaces. There's
man.
spaces.
Oh, that's it.
You
With
got it?
spaces. Gotcha. Let me try it with the spaces. Try it with this. Let me try it with the Twitter spaces. It's. Oh yeah, I got you. I got
Let's
you.
see what Alex is working with. All right. So
1.0.
this is Alex's KD. He's 1.0. That's not
Low
too
key,
bad.
Tony might be looking better than both of y'all right now. I ain't gonna lie.
How?
This man, he ain't lying though. His most recent games look pretty decent for.
You know what? No,
He got
today
he
I
got 20
played-
and 16.
Today
He
I
got
played
20
ass. Today I played ass. Today I can't even lie. Today my
Yeah.
match has been.
He got an 18 and,
look,
11 in there.
Say
Let me
my
tell you.
match
Let me
is
tell you
in
something. Let me tell you something. All right, look, I played with some Xbox people that are quite.
That explains
infamous.
it. That explains it.
On
They brought your
Twitter.
KD down, right? The Xbox game.
I'm gonna tell you this. I am playing with mouse and keyboard. I am technically on a massive disadvantage.
Hold up. No.
These dudes- Let me let me finish. Let me finish.
No.
Let me finish.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna let you get your
These
shit
dudes
off.
are bad.
Mm-hmm.
They're bad.
The Xbox games.
I
They're
got smoke
bad.
for you, Alex, because you had a tweet that you posted where you was talking hot shit about that mouse and keyboard. Oh, what you say? They thought crossplay was a good idea with a guy
Yeah,
who plays
they
CS:GO for fun, and now you're
Right.
complaining about aim assist on the controller.
Look, I'm just telling you what. Look, listen. Facts are facts. Okay, sir.
And the facts are, with a mouse and keyboard, you have your whole arm to aim
getting
with. With the
and
controller,
the facts
it's just
are-
your thumb. It's just
And
your
the
thumb.
facts. Let me.
That's the
and facts
disadvantage.
are the heavy aim assist in this game is very heavy.
You have a whole
that's the way
arm
it
to
is.
aim with, though, dog. What
I'm just-
happened?
look, man.
Your
I'm
your
fine,
motion,
I'm
your
fine.
control of motion is way higher
What's
than
my
a,
aim? What's
a
my aim?
controller.
What's my accuracy?
What does this say your accuracy is? You have a 41.3. That's not
There
bad.
you go. There you go. There you
That's
go.
not bad.
Man,
There you
shit,
go.
man.
I
That's
can't
not
even lie,
bad.
yo. Today
Really?
I had a midday performance. I didn't go really negative, but my positives weren't fucking too. This is an off day for me today, so it probably brought my shit down a little bit. But I had an off day today. I can't even lie. Some days it be like that, bro. But
I played a few ranked matches and I got fucking smoked. I ain't even gonna lie.
yeah,
Well, the first match that I hopped into, it was 3-on-4. It was over after that. Like people,
Yeah.
somebody must have dropped out at the beginning. It was 3-on-4.
Mhm.
and we was getting our ass whooped. The second match I hopped into was capture the flag.
That happened to me a
And,
lot too in ranked. Actually, I just
Yeah,
lost.
my whole fucking team just left. It was
Mhm.
like 2-on-4. I'm like, you clearly got to have a squad if you're going in the ranked.
Yeah,
Because when
you
I
can't,
played
you can't
like
go solo.
when I was playing social, I was doing good. But yeah, if you're gonna play ranked, you got to get a squad. But not, it feels good though. Like I got my FOV at the max. I'm on controller. I love the way the game feels and controls and stuff like that. The guns, of course, to me feel great. It's like I had positive impressions of the beta, so it pretty much like carried over from that.
Yeah.
As far as how the game feels and stuff, because like Tony, I've never really like sunk a lot of hours into Halo. The most I played was like Halo 3 on 360 at a friend's house, but
That was the game every Friday night, baby.
yeah, that shit
I
was
never played the beta. Me and Kofi should not be competing on the scoreboard.
But we not, bro. But anyways, we're gonna have multiple times to see who's the best because we're gonna be playing this game for the foreseeable future. So what we definitely do, we already know, since this game is games as a service, this game is probably gonna be launching at its worst state. I believe this game a year, 2 years down the line is gonna be a lot better. It's gonna have a whole lot of content. It's gonna have the co-op campaign. It's gonna have the Forge mode.
But here's the thing,
So,
right?
that's just a
even
sad
if it's
note.
games as a service, no. But here's the problem, right? A games as a service game has to launch strong.
But they
I
never
can't
do.
take this
That's
excuse.
a curse, though. I'm not giving it an excuse. I'm not
right,
giving
but this
it an
is
excuse,
but this is the excuse people give, not you.
Yeah.
People
The
give
bar
us
is so
this,
low.
Oh, it's games as a service.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. No, if it doesn't launch strong, there's no community there to actually make it a game. So then what happens? The game dies. No matter what kind of input you put into it, the game has no people playing it because it didn't launch correctly.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the
Halo
issue.
had to launch right,
Yeah.
but it didn't. It still hasn't.
But to me, like for Halo, I think it benefited from Battlefield having a shitty launch and then Call of
Yeah.
Duty not being a
best
modern
this year.
shooter like everybody, is more like clamoring for. So I think with Halo launching the strongest out of all the big three, then
but think about
it has
that.
its, you know what I mean? And
This
it's free.
is the strongest launch this
Yeah.
year for a first-person shooter. That's
Yep.
not a good sign.
It's not.
The bar's low.
We in
It's
the
not a
game,
good
the game as
sign.
a service era is shitty. Like that's what we
Yeah.
can expect. Is shit launching like incomplete or broken, and then they fix it.
Did later, yeah.
Mhm.
It's just-
So it's
just
launched
this era of
strong
games
with
that we're in right now.
quotations.
Everybody's trying to be No Man's Sky, but there's only one No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that's an anomaly right there. That's a fucking anomaly.
Yeah, but like
Bruh.
everybody's saying on the podcast, the game, when it comes to like gameplay, the gameplay is absolutely fantastic. It's a blast to play. What gripes do I have about it? I want to see if I can remember any gripes.
Man, my gripes is I'm a level 1 in this pass, and I got 11 hours in this.
Okay,
shit.
all right.
progression
So
system.
I guess let's talk
the
about the
progression.
progression because it is being addressed, and the community manager and the people who head that shit
They already
are-
made the changes.
Yeah, they're already making changes and talking about the changes that they're gonna bring to the future to improve it. But the progression is pretty fucked up. Pretty much, you could buy some Dorito chips, you could buy monster drinks, and buy Nerf guns and get more content than actually playing the game for like 10 hours. You know what I mean? So like,
That's crazy.
so it's getting addressed, and it's probably my number one complaint of the game so far, that the progression system is a little grindy. Yes, I understand it's free to play for everybody, but still they could at least make it a little bit more rewarding than this. And like Alex said, they've been working on this game for how long now? Like, y'all should have at least some of this shit already in place and ready to go. So
No, it was clearly designed for you to spend money, being
Yes.
that it is a free to play game.
Clearly.
So the one change that they did make was that you play one game and it counts, I think, like 50 XP each time you
50
play a
XP.
match.
yeah.
So that's like the only, as far as like, well, one of the only challenges that doesn't make you go out of your way to complete it for XP, because that's the only way you get XP is by completing these challenges in the game. In the game, so the daily play one game, or not even, I think it's per match that you can get that. And so, yeah, that's the only one that doesn't make people go out their way. So,
But
and
it's-
the
it's
daily
50 XP.
challenges.
And then
Right
it
on.
goes up like a bunch of points every time. So I'm level 5 right now, and it's like 1,500 points. 50 XP.
towards 1,500. So you still got to kind of go out
What
your
is
way
that?
to,
What is
to get
that?
your shit up.
Like, yeah. I mean, I would
know what's
like 100
annoying?
would be ideal.
Hold on. You know what's annoying about these daily challenges? Because some of the daily challenges be like, oh, play a specific game type, but you can't even freaking select the game type because it's
Correct.
the playlist
Yeah.
is random. So that's what's be annoying about this shit too. So
Oh, yeah.
hopefully by the launch release, they let you actually customize if you want to play ranked Slayer, ranked capture the flag. I think having a mixed playlist is cool though. Like keep that option there, but also give people the option to opt out to play only Slayer if they just want to play
hot
Slayer.
take. I think ranked should not be selectable. I think ranked should be mixed.
You think we'll keep the
Hot take. Yeah. Not just because of
I
that,
agree
but
with
because
that.
of the fact that if you were trying to get a rank, you should be good in all
Oh,
fronts.
mold. Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree with that.
It shouldn't
I
just
agree
be
with that.
Slayer. You should be good in all fronts. You should be playing as a team. I think
Yep.
the casual market or the non-ranked should be
the
selectable.
socials
Because
selectable.
the socials.
That's not bad.
Right?
I
Yeah.
don't- I
Oh,
wouldn't
we're gonna
mind
play
that
this.
either.
We're gonna play that.
Mhm.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, okay.
But like, there's no
I don't mind
infection.
that either.
There's no SWAT.
Yeah, no SWAT, no infection. There's
There's
no
no,
service
like-
record in there. You can't even check.
There's no
your shit
service
on-
record. Like, there's no like. They could have just taken the ranking system from Reach and been fine, and then we would never had a problem. But they didn't do that either. So, whatever.
Would be free. It broke all types of records being free.
Yeah. Right.
Well, yeah, I guess
You
we
know
could
what I
talk
heard
about the
somebody say on
record.
Twitter?
Mhm.
You know what I heard somebody say on Twitter?
What'd they say?
What's that?
That this free to play game will not sell more than God of War. You stupid! It's free.
Yeah.
How's it
yeah.
gonna sell?
Dudes be gone, man. They be
People just say some dumb shit, man.
Well, talking about success, and the game did peak at like 272 concurrent players just on Steam alone.
Yep.
Yep.
1,000?
Which, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
which
the
is
third
pretty-
most played game on Steam.
That's good.
Yeah, and their biggest debut on Steam from I believe, right, Xbox games.
Xbox
Studios?
games did it. Yep.
Yeah, I think that was their biggest.
And it's
debut.
not. I guess it's not even officially out. I guess you would say. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I
free,
would
but
assume the numbers will go up when the campaign drops too, because I know a lot of people are excited for that as well.
Mhm.
But it's pretty good, man. It seems like this strategy is working for Microsoft, and putting their games on the console and PC. I could imagine on Xbox and Game Pass and whatever, there was probably quite a few players playing the game there too. So they just gotta add more content to this, and this is good. This is clearly 343's best Halo in my personal opinion. This is better than
Right.
Halo 4 in terms of gameplay. At least I guess there's more content in Halo 4 Day 1. But in terms of gameplay, this is better than Halo 5 and Halo 4 in my personal opinion. And I've been enjoying it. I've been having a blast. This is going to be the game I'm playing for the foreseeable future. So I'm excited for the other seasons and all the content that they plan to bring in the game. Hopefully it's a nice stream of new stuff. And they keep it going. They say they want this to be a platform, and this is going to be the Halo game we're going to be playing for the next 10 years. So
Oh, Lord.
hopefully
Destiny.
it gets a whole lot of fucking content, more maps, bring back some OG maps, but remake them a little bit so it fits this game better. And yeah, I'm happy.
They
with it.
extended season 1, right? It's like going a little bit longer.
I heard it's
than it
long
was.
as shit. I heard it's
May
going long
May
as shit.
22. May 22 is when it's supposed to end.
Sheesh. That's long, bro. If you really take
Well, yeah,
it, that's
because they're
long.
giving you like 0 points every time you beat a game. So whatever. You're gonna be there for 7 years trying to beat this whole thing.
January,
That's
February,
going to be a
March,
struggle to
April,
balance
May.
because
God
it's a free
damn.
game, so they want
Well, think
people
of
to
it like
spend
this.
money on it.
See,
So
part
think of
of
it like this,
me-
right? It takes
Alright, go ahead.
$200 to complete the entire battle pass for season 1.
For a season. Yeah.
$200.
Damn.
That's fucking stupid.
That's crazy.
But the thing is, it's all cosmetic stuff. Like, to me, are any of y'all like persuaded to spend money in this game? Like, do y'all feel like y'all need to spend money
I
to,
mean, I
to
dropped
get the
10
cool
bucks. Man.
skins and shit?
I dropped
You know-
$10 because I'm like,
I
oh,
don't
let me
see
do that.
myself dropping a motherfucking dime on this game.
You know
I'm
what,
gonna be
J-Made?
honest with you.
Because ever since Halo 3, where they introduced like the Hayabusa armor, the recon,
Oh, the
helmet,
recon. Yeah.
like it's kind of been a staple in Halo to like rank up or do certain things, whether it be in campaign to get certain types of armor and stuff like that. Like it's been a thing that people enjoy. So yeah, I think the customization portion of Halo is actually important for like
It is.
skins and stuff like that now. Like people like that shit. Ever since they introduced that shit, people like that shit. So I do care about that shit. I can't even lie. And I think it just makes it more fun. Like, yo, it makes you, enjoy doing the grind and playing
You
new
have
matches
something
and
to
stuff
progress
like
towards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's like,
Which
I
is
feel you.
fine. I mean, like,
Yeah.
but you can do it in a much more efficient way and in a smarter way. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be this horrendously grindy thing.
I
yeah,
agree with that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, people
Um,
dropping bird already, huh? All right.
any last thoughts on Halo before we move on to other things?
It's good. Go play it.
That VR kind of trash. I don't know. I be giving people that pistol work though.
The
It's
BR is
good.
You
trash.
don't
You
like the
said?
VR? The VR is great.
VR for bro.
You see,
You
that's
taking
why
this, man?
that's why your KD that low, bro. Like, we keeping a buck. That's why your KD that low, bro. You need to use that
Bro,
VR, bro.
it's like 0.3 lower than yours. What you talking about?
That's
I
cap.
fuck with that. Was it the Commando? That's my shit.
Nah, they nerfed
That
that
shotgun
shit.
not that bad,
Nah,
Kofi. That shotgun.
they nerfed the shit out of that shit. Nah,
I hear
That's
people
shotgun.
saying that, but I don't know. I was kind of getting busy with
So the
that shit.
Commando's
on-
a 7-shot, but the Bloom starts on shot 6.
So do y'all
Actually, no,
hold
it's-
it to shoot that, or do y'all tap to shoot that?
I would tap it.
I usually tap with that too. I feel like it's better when you tap rather than hold it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel
If
like
That
you hold,
needler.
I would start aiming at the chest.
That needle be doing damage up close.
oh yeah, that needle
needler's
is
damage.
fucking crazy,
When you,
dog.
when you write on them,
Yeah, that needle. I got my ass washed with that needle a few times in rank.
The
Yeah.
needler is very powerful in Halo. All right, so let's move on, man. And let's get into the Game Award topics because we gotta talk about this joint. All right, so Jack, the Game Awards,
up?
the nominations came out. Jeff Keighley came on stage and announced all the nominations, and we're gonna go over them. And I
big
kind of
7
want
out
to
of
talk.
10s.
I kind of want to talk about the things that people care about. Like, we don't care about like streamer and stuff like that.
Nah.
And we're not gonna waste no time doing
Yo,
that.
quickly about that streamer though. I was like, man, who are these niggas? I looked up
Right?
like 3 of them. All 3 had over 10 million subscribers. I'm like, what?
I
what
never
I'm
even
saying.
heard of
Never,
them.
never seen
Never
them.
heard.
Never seen them.
Which is crazy.
Never heard
Like,
of
it
it.
just shows how big like the gaming community is. Like, we have
It's
this
huge.
We have this this narrow like scope of it because we're just in this little tiny section. And but there's so much fucking gamers out there that be watching these streamers and stuff like that.
I should have been nominated for.
You?
Not with the videos that you making, nigga. They don't want to care
Nah,
about
man.
your tick videos and
I'll
no one
never-
cares
I'll
fuck
never get
about the shit,
nominated.
bro. Yeah, man.
Definitely nobody care about that tick video. That's crazy. This shit wild.
Because
Shout
it's
out to Tick,
Tick.
man. That's my man.
Exactly.
Shout out
Made
to
a
Tick,
video
man.
on Tick.
I ain't gonna let y'all
Yeah,
disrespect Tick while I'm in here,
What
man.
Tick
That's my
ever do
man.
to you, man?
That's my
That's
man.
disrespecting
crazy.
Tick. We're disrespecting Tony for making a video on Tick. Why are you making a video on Tick?
That's low key disrespecting Tick.
Mm.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
Being featured on Tony Channel disrespect, that's crazy.
Oh shit.
All right, so let's get into it and let's talk about some of these nominations. I'm gonna start from the bottom of the page, and this one is most anticipated game. The
buddy.
nominations are Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to Breath of the Wild, and Starfield. And
Whew. This was actually tough for me to even pick from. Like, I know what my most anticipated game is, but
How is it tough for you,
Not
Jack,
for
man?
me.
well, because
How's
after that,
it tough? How's it tough for
listen,
you?
I'm gonna explain. After that recent Elden Ring gameplay, that shit is looking fucking fire, dog. Like, I can't wait to play that. God of War Ragnarok. I of course I'm looking forward to that. That's the sequel to one of my favorite games from last generation. Horizon Forbidden West, again, the sequel to one of my favorite games of last generation. Breath of the Wild was some heat. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say about it. That game was better than Horizon overall, and I'm anticipating the sequel, especially if we get that on PC. You know what I'm saying? That
Rumor has it
definitive
6
version.
months. Rumor has 6 months after release.
Starfield, I don't give a fuck about. We don't even know what that
See,
game is.
yeah, we don't know what it is. So for me, this is pretty easy because I can rank these from.
Mhm.
Starfield is probably my least favorite or excitement for this game because I haven't seen any gaplay of it, so it's obviously bottom tier. If I'm being 100%, Horizon Forbidden West is probably second last for me personally. Then after that, it's honestly for me. I think I'm gonna go with Zelda, man. I think Zelda's number one for me, dog. I think Zelda's and for the simple fact that Yuzu got shit running at 4K now. Oh my god, that Zelda gonna be
Day one.
nice. Unlocked frame rates. I'm playing that shit on Yuzu. I'm gonna buy the game, but I'm gonna play that shit on Yuzu. I think number 2 will be Elden Ring, then number 3 will be God of War Ragnarok for me.
Yeah.
I think that's how my list is looking like. But Jack, for you, what would you say is your most anticipated game out of these games that are
Out of
nominated?
that list, God of War Ragnarok.
God of War.
Ew.
Yeah. I don't really
about
care
you?
what happened in Horizon story. Elden Ring's not gonna have a story. Zelda, I don't give a fuck. What was the other one? I don't know. Yeah,
Starfield.
It's funny how you're saying things like story and not gameplay.
You
I
know,
already
Jack
know
is,
what this-
Jack
I
is
already-
story
I-
over gameplay.
Man.
Though.
I already know
Wild.
what God of War offers me, and I already know what Horizon offers me. So there's no reason to talk about
Crazy.
the gameplay. I already know the gameplay is gonna be impeccable. So there's no.
Mhm.
You need to worry about is they're gonna have NPCs and actual shit to do in Zelda next time instead of walking around these empty ass fields with cauldrons scattered across,
Amazing
whipping
game,
niggas with
man.
branches. That's what you need to
Hey,
worry
you
about.
need to
Okay?
be worried about
Amazing
other
game.
realms being locked off in God of War for the sequels and shit like that.
All
That's
the
what we need
realms,
to be
all
worried about.
12 realms, was it 9 realms? All 9 realms will be available, sir.
And the previous realms need to be expanded too. Fuck out of here.
They do. I
Alright.
agree with you. All right.
You know what I'm saying? So we
Hey,
got, you know
fall
what I
back,
mean?
J-Man. I got this, J-Man. Fall the fuck back. Fall the fuck back, all right?
I don't know. I feel like, you know what I mean?
It's hard for me to decide because I love Horizon so much, but Zelda did shit
I
on
do.
it. So
God of War was my game of the
Shut up.
generation. Horizon was my best new IP. So you know what I mean? It's hard
it's
to
your
pick.
best new IP, but you had to mention how Zelda shit on it.
It
Shut
did.
your ass up, J-Man.
It did.
Wow.
It did. That's
Jack,
facts.
you seem a little salty, Jack.
I'm not.
You know
Tired
what
of
I
this
mean?
gaming politician. J-Man ain't becoming a gaming politician before my very
Oh
eyes.
my
man.
God.
I don't like what I'm hearing
Jack.
from this guy,
Politician.
okay?
The
First of
backface
all,
It's like
Jack,
Kofi
the
in
backface
2017.
argument.
I don't like this shit, okay?
I'm gonna need you to be Sekiro first before you call me a gaming politician.
True,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying?
I will beat Sekiro
Because
when I get good.
At least
I
the
mean, you
games
say-
that
you
I've
say shit
championed,
like-
I beat the previous versions. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
Bloodborne is the best one, and then you don't even beat
Yes,
Sekiro.
sir. Bloodborne and Sekiro are the best Souls games. Listen, I didn't make the rules. I just abide by them, okay? That's all I'm here to say, man. J-Man know what's up, man. Co-sign this. Yes, sir.
You go sign it because I beat both of them. How about you?
Shut up, bitch.
Mm.
No, but yeah. Who said that, Tony? You can't be in here talking to our panelists like that, bro. Come on, Tony. Don't do that, bro.
Fuck J-Man.
Don't do that, bro.
Tony, what's your most anticipated game out of these games?
Man, I feel like I already played Horizon and God of War. I ain't anticipating games. They
What?
both looking like 1.5. So it's like I already played. I know I'm gonna
Ooh,
pick
Tony's
more.
spitting right now. I ain't gonna lie. He's spitting right now.
He
He got
I-
this. He got
Elden Ring
this.
probably it, but even Elden Ring looks like open
Like a
world Dark
1.5.
Souls. Like
Yeah, Dark Souls 3.5. Ah,
Elden Ring
man.
definitely last. I ain't putting no game I ain't seen. I don't even know. That don't even belong on this list, bro. So
What?
Elden Ring.
Starfield.
I
Oh,
might
you taking
put.
Elden Ring?
Yeah, Starfield.
I might put it. No, Starfield.
Oh, okay.
I probably go Elden Ring, Zelda, Horizon, God of War, and then Elden Ring.
It's between Zelda and Elden Ring for me for my most anticipated game for next year. And Alex, quickly, what's your most anticipated game here? I'm gonna guess Elden Ring. It seems like
It's
your
probably gonna be
style.
Elden Ring for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna
Is
be
this list? My bad.
for me.
You
Is
see
this
no
list
gameplay.
sleeping on any game on
crazy.
2022? Like, are we missing something here?
I don't think so. I think these are the biggest games.
Man,
that
what
come out next year.
Saints Row on this list, man.
Bro, y'all need to cut that
Saints
Saints
Row.
Row shit out,
Shut
bro.
the
That Gen
Y'all really
Z
looking
shit.
forward to that, man? Didn't that game
Saints
get
Row
delayed by
look-
6 months, bro?
Yeah,
It look
yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to hear that because it already looked alright
Saints
to me. So
Row.
6 more months can only make it better. So
Bro, them niggas said 6 months for polish. I'm like, what? How bad, bro?
That's
What
all
he
the
said,
world
months.
game, man. They
Look,
got to
I
make sure
read
all
the
the buzz
announcement. I'm
out,
like,
man.
6 months. Oh, maybe people wasn't feeling the direction. They gonna make some changes. I read it. You're like, yeah, just some more polish. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
That was definitely my most anticipated game of February. Shit, crazy.
All right, let's
Nah,
move
you
on.
lying.
Best multiplayer game: Back for Blood, It Takes Two, Knockout City, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, and Valheim.
Ew.
Valheim. It's gonna be
Valheim.
Valheim.
I've never played
big deal.
Valheim. I've never played New
Valheim
World.
is
I've never
fucking
played
amazing.
Knockout
New World
City.
is not as good as it needs to be.
I've never played Monster Hunter Rise. I've only played It Takes Two and Back for Blood, and I'm gonna go It Takes Two. Between
So looking at the
these.
definition for this award,
So you beat It Takes Two?
Nope, my one night flopped on me. He flopped on me, bro.
I ain't
Nah,
beat
you
that
were playing
shit
that
yet
with
either.
Once you
I
played
ain't
that
beat
with your
that
girl
shit
too?
I started.
said one
Yeah,
night.
nah, but you couldn't. Yeah.
So you dropped it twice. You dropped it twice.
Yo, because I have no
He said
co-op
one
partner,
night.
bro. I have no co-op partner, bro.
You don't have
You
one night?
crazy.
One night, flopped on me. And what's it called, yo? She's not used to the controls, so I can't get past a certain part, yo. You know what I mean? So,
Oh
but
shit!
I've got to like I did the B boss, and from what I've played, I would pick It Takes Two. I haven't beat Back for Blood either, but Back for Blood low-key kind of trash.
Get it back in blood.
What would y'all pick
Nah,
out of this one?
I would pick It Takes Two. I haven't beaten none of these games on here, but just to pick something that to win.
Yeah.
I heard New World had a pretty big like player
It
base
did.
or whatever. I don't know what happened since
did.
then.
I heard it was
I think they
killing
dropped.
GPUs.
Yeah, it dropped though.
So here's what happened with New World. What was going on is not only the GPU bug that was going on, the whole thing was the way it was coded for the GPU in the first case was the issue, but the game itself is also pretty bland near the end game.
Okay.
On top of that, the chat box in game has actual code in it, so you can literally just quote unquote flashbang people if you just type in a specific set of code and you have your mouse hover over it. It will literally just put yellow boxes all over your screen.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just the gold economy is completely ruined. The game has massive issues. There is a ranking up system that is just not great for end game content. Like a lot of this stuff doesn't make a lot of sense end game. So it was really great up front, but when you played it longer, it was just like this makes no. It was more grindy than WoW. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
All right.
So
that's
that's
what
what
happened
happened
New
in New World. They just
I've
died
heard
off.
of it, but I don't know anything about it. So, I guess we can move on. This one is best sport/racing game.
Forza 5.
Forza
Easy.
5.
This one, the nominations is F1 2021, FIFA 2022, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Forza Horizon 5, and Riders Republic. And it's obviously Forza Horizon 5. And while we're on this,
Man, I hope it was heat.
while we're on this, what's it called? This tier or this category, let's talk about how people are upset that Forza Horizon 5.
Man, I saw that nigga Jeff Grubb crying on the timeline.
Oh no,
How
I'm making a
Forza
video on
Jazz
this.
Corden
got
too.
snubbed
I am making a
for
video on this 100%.
Man said it.
Game
Man
of the
said
Year.
disqualifies the whole award show for us.
So let's talk about it. At first, I want to get y'all thoughts on this first, though. Do y'all think that Forza Horizon 5 was snubbed from a
No.
Game of the Year
No,
nomination?
sir.
Okay,
No.
I want to hear from Jack. Jack, you say no. Why?
I know y'all don't like sports analogies, but I gotta make one. Shout out to Bond. In the in NFL every year, no matter who's the greatest player, a quarterback always wins MVP. It's very rare for somebody that's a non-quarterback to win MVP, no matter what the fuck they do, right? So it's the same way in gaming. It's certain genres and it's just certain games that are not going to get nominated the same way that a third-person action adventure game would get nominated, right? You know, a game could be amazing, you know, flawless. As
Same with
y'all saying
JRPGs
Forza's
too.
flawless. You know, it's just not going to get nominated, and that's just the way, you know, certain shit is. Just like you will never see a Marvel film nominated for Best Picture at an Oscar award, would you? Same type of shit. You'll never see a comedy movie nominated for Best Film. It's certain shit just don't. You know what I mean? It's always been like this. It's always gonna be like that.
I saw people attacking Jeff Keighley about this, and they said the same thing that you just said. Pretty much that there's a genre. It doesn't fit in the genre barricade that it can't make Game of the Year because of the type of genre it is, right? And he straight up denied that. Apparently, there's no rule in place like that, but. Maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe it's just a stigma.
It's not a rule, but you know how people are too, though.
It's
You
like-
see what I'm saying? They're still voted on by a group of people, and they're not gonna put.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's a racing game.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
not gonna. Yeah.
That Welcome to the Festival is not no Game of the Year.
I feel like in a year like this, it probably could have snuck in there. I mean, this shit over here that I wouldn't put ahead of certain other games, and I felt like
Deathloop?
even. Well, I ain't played that, so but like Ratchet, I probably wouldn't have put there. But it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Forza kind of it's a game that deserved its recognition above what it normally gets as far as the best sports racing game because of how consistent it's been. But kind of like Jack said, it's kind of a game that doesn't check multiple boxes like these other games does. And with Forza, it's like, yeah, it's a great, fantastic racing game, but it's not doing as much as these other games are doing in different areas. So unfortunately, that's the way it is. Me personally, I wouldn't have been mad if it was in the what is it, top six for game of the year, especially this year. But yeah.
You see, I kind of agree with J-Main because if this year was extremely strong with a whole bunch of like super
We wouldn't even
games,
see
like
it.
how like I wouldn't mind if like Forza not making it, but this year seemed like Forza was low key kind of one of the best games I really dropped this year for real, like across the board, like in terms of content, visuals, sound, all of that shit was great in Forza Horizon 5, you know? So out of all the years for Forza to make it, this would have been the year, you know, because it was kind of quiet this year overall. So a lot of people are upset by that, and I guess it's going to open up more conversations for other genres to kind of make it to Game of the Year, I guess. So maybe one day we'll see a racing game win. We'll see. All right, let's move on. This one's best RPG. Cyberpunk 2077.
Are you?
Jesus.
There's no
that's
way.
right.
That shit is
There is
nominated?
no
That's
The
way.
fact that
That's
this
crazy.
game is nominated is insane to me, first of all.
It's
Monster
insulting.
Hunter Rise, Scarlet Nexus, Shimigami Tensei 5, and Tales of Arise.
And this made the
nominations.
shit funny because Jess Corden was one of the people championing Cyberpunk back when it released. He was calling it one of the best games ever made. And then he comes around and say that the Game Awards are discredited because Forza wasn't nominated. Motherfucker, you were saying Cyberpunk was one of the best games at launch when it came out. So you can't talk about nobody being discredited when you have
He's
an
been
opinion like that.
compromised. He's been compromised.
That's crazy.
Yo, I know. Hey man, I heard about Tales. The people I know that played Tales said that shit was kind of mid.
Yo, bro,
I
got mad far. I think I'm on
I
like
heard
the
it was kind of mid.
I think I'm on the third boss, and I don't know what game came out, but I dropped that shit, bro. Dropped it like a bad habit. Shit is crazy. But the game is actually really fucking
I think
good.
it was Forza.
See-
I think it was Forza
see-
that came out.
See,
that you
this is
guys
why I
mentioned.
need a Steam Deck, because I'll be taking Tales of Rise to work and finishing that game, bro. Like low key, I have a whole lot of time at work. That's why I need a Steam Deck, because I'll have. But I'm definitely gonna go back and beat it. On God, I'm going back to beat it as soon as I'm on Christmas vacation. I just need time to sit down and play this shit. But now that
I think
Halo's
Monster
out,
Hunter Rise is going to win this.
Yeah, if I were a betting man, that'd be it.
I heard nothing but great things about that game this year. I don't think I've heard anybody say one bad thing about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Monster Hunter wins this. I know a lot of people are hoping that Shimigami Tensei 5 wins this. I know there's a lot of hardcore fans for it, but I can't speak on the series. I haven't beat one of those games before, nor played one really, so I don't know anything about that shit.
What are you
the
playing
only
on
games-
Uzu yesterday?
I fired it up on you. I don't even count that I played that shit. I fired it up on that and I
Grand
didn't
opening,
really
grand
get-
closing.
It seemed cool. It seemed like a cool turn-based shit. But I don't know. I have too much to play right now, to be honest. But I haven't played any of these really besides Cyberpunk and Tales of Arise. But I'm gonna say Monster Hunter Rise is probably gonna win this shit too, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Best action/adventure game: Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread,
Okay.
Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil Village, and Psychonauts 2. What y'all think?
Oof. I'm
Well,
gonna give it
win.
to Metroid. I know all that.
I can see Metroid winning this too.
Action, adventure. I'm gonna say no to
Resident
Metroid.
Evil.
Combat, traversal, and
I
puzzle
say Resident
solving. I
Evil.
think that's Metroid
wait,
right there
yeah,
by definition.
Combat, traversal, and puzzle solving. Yes,
Nah,
that is Metroid.
Well, I beat Dread. Was there any puzzle solving? There's Metroidvania. That's not really puzzle solving.
The whole map
Literally,
is a
the puzzle
puzzle.
is the map.
That really?
It's a Metroid game.
Really? Y'all consider that puzzle solving?
Really?
Well, okay. If y'all say that's puzzle solving, then I never looked at it like that before. I just never really looked at it like
That's
that.
absolutely puzzle solving.
Well, I just need to get this fucking gun to blow this door open, this specific. If that's puzzle solving, I
To
guess.
progress, yeah.
To progress.
That's
Okay.
puzzle solving.
Okay. I was thinking about something a little bit more intricate than than that, but
Do you feel like another game did it more intricate out of this list?
out of this, that's what I'm
I don't know about
thinking,
Psychonauts. I didn't play that.
I beat
You had some time with
Psychonauts.
that.
I don't
Them
understand
Resident
the
Evil
puzzle,
7
the puzzle
puzzles.
solving and that shit too. Resident Evil
So
seemed
put
like
the
they got
wine
the
glass. Put the wine glass in the.
most- You know what? For this one, I'm gonna say
I
Resident Evil
can't
Village.
front. Resident Evil puzzle had me stumped, dog.
I'm gonna say Resident Evil Village for this one. To be honest, this is my prediction, and
That is a good dark horse candidate, but I don't think it's gonna win.
I think I'm gonna say Resident Evil Village for me for this one.
I ain't mad at that pick.
Any other things, Jack? What do you think for best?
Definitely not Ratchet. Lord. have mercy.
I think I played 2 or 3 of the games you named. None of them deserve to win. I give it to Metroid Dread.
Metroid Dread. Okay. This one's best action game: Back for Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Returnal. This one I'm giving it to Returnal.
Returnal. Yep.
Easily.
Returnal should win this.
Absolutely.
Easily.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I don't see
Any other comments?
Deathloop, man. That shit.
Deathloop.
Listen, don't sleep on Deathloop at these Game
It's
Awards.
actually gonna make it. It's actually
That
gonna make
shit ain't nominated all these
Yeah, definitely got a
categories
patch
for no
today.
reason.
You got a big
It
patch
did.
now.
They improved the AI. Tony, they heard you.
Oh, I might
They
have to
did?
get back on that then.
Yep.
Okay.
They patched the AI.
it. Wow. You know, it went on sale for like $29 like 2 weeks after it came out.
Damn, I should have bought it
Yeah.
then, bro.
Now I got to play the hard version of the game because Tony didn't breeze through it and got the platinum already and complained. Fuck you, Tony. I want to play the Kid Smooth version, man. Why you do that?
Not the helmet version.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Accessibility control, all that.
Speaking
I
of
need all that.
accessibility,
Speaking of that, yeah, innovation in accessibility. Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 5, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank, and The Veil: Shadow of Crown.
I'm surprised
Xbox Game
PlayStation
Pass ain't on
trophies.
this?
I'm surprised
PlayStation
PlayStation trophies ain't on this list.
Wow.
Game Pass, all this shit, man.
I'd probably say.
I'd probably
Far Cry 6.
say
I played around with
accessibility, Forza,
Yeah.
probably.
As far as
Oh,
Forza,
yeah, they
they
got
for that too.
accessibility.
They got some
Was
shit in there for
wild.
accessibility. Slow
I
down
heard
the
it
whole
is-
game, right? Or some shit
So
like
on
that.
the whole game, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Not
saw
only that,
somebody
but,
couldn't
like-
move playing that shit. That was crazy on Twitter.
It's-
But
it's
we was
for
in the
accessibility, it's really good.
Listen. Me and BG was in the space, right? Me and BG must have been thinking the same thing because BG DM'd me right after. This nigga was in the hospital playing Forza. This nigga was like, yo, I was in the hospital playing Forza. The nurse came in. She was like, what's this? She was like, what system is this? He's like, oh, I'm on xCloud. I'm like, all right, man. Nigga was playing xCloud in the hospital.
On his
bro. I was
deathbed.
like,
Hey, man,
alright.
shout out to him, man.
I was
Who's
like,
the guy?
alright, man.
Hey man,
Yo,
maybe
shouts
he
to
wants
Phil
to play
Spencer,
some
dog.
Xbox on his last days of Earth.
Nigga
How
woke
about
up at a
that?
Young Dolph concert talking about he playing xCloud 4. These niggas is crazy. I'm tired of it, man. Y'all got to stop this, bro. Y'all niggas got to stop this shit, bro.
You
God
crazy,
damn.
Jack. You crazy, Jack.
That
You
was
gonna
my
get us-
man, too. Shout out to
Oh
my
man,
man.
you're gonna get us
You get canceled
canceled.
'cause of you,
You're gonna
Jack.
give us
Yep.
canceled, yo. What are you doing,
This
bro?
shit is crazy, nigga. This
But real quick, remember, best action game, Deathloop was nominated. Let's just keep that there. That's just 1 point for Deathloop, one nomination, right? Let's keep track.
Yeah.
All right, so let's continue.
Rest in peace,
Skip
Dolph,
VR,
facts.
forget community support, nobody cares. Best mobile. Okay. Best debut indie game, Kenna, Sable, The Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, and Valheim.
Valheim.
But everyone told me
Valheim,
everyone told
Valheim.
me that the what was it called, the not Deathloop, the kind of honeymoon phase is over and that shit kind of boring. Oh man, say it ain't so.
I gotta go Kana, man. That was a good game, bro.
I ain't
Kana?
played it yet. I bought it. I ain't
As
played it yet.
frustrating as that game was, and I
It's
seen Artful Escape
it's gonna be
kinda
Valheim because that game came out of fucking nowhere and it just became a fucking sensation in like a day and a half, like out of literally nowhere.
So is that still
Is that survival RPG? Is that what that kind
Yeah,
is that?
it's the one that looks
okay.
like a PS1 game.
This debut indie game, Tony. That's not
Oh.
their first game, so that ain't nominated.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I don't
That's
know
dope.
anything about none of these games for real. Even though I have Kana, however you pronounce it, I still haven't really started the game like that. Too much to play. So
Same. For me personally, I could see Kana getting it, just because they're a movie studio or some shit like that.
yeah,
Stop motion shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big big
It's
jump to try and
impressive
make
for
a
their
game.
first game. It's impressive.
Right.
All right, so this one's best indie game, 12 minutes, Death's Door, Kenna, Inscription, Loop Hero.
Oof. Either Death's
I want
Door
to
or
play 12
Inscription.
minutes.
Twelve
minutes
minutes
is
actually
pretty
super
good.
dope.
too.
wanted to play.
Between these, well, at least the ones that I've played, I'm gonna say Death's Door. Death's Door. Even though people be
I said-
boosting saying it's game of the year, I think this cap, but Death's Door is the best indie game out of these that I've played. Personally,
Right.
so I'm gonna say that.
I beat 12 minutes. It was definitely a good game. But I think Death's Door is gonna take this one. It's got a lot of a
Yeah.
good prep. A lot of people played it, said it was great. Like Kofi said, people was calling for Game of the Year for this. And
Yo, Alex, I'm trying to beat in 12 minutes.
huh?
He tried to-
What you say, Jack? Yo, what you say, Jack?
Come
What'd
on,
you say?
Tony.
Come on,
That's
Jack. Come on,
crazy.
Jack.
What'd you say? You're
Come
trying
on,
to
Jack,
beat in
dude.
12 minutes?
Come on,
Yo,
I
Jack.
could
What
tell.
you
I
say?
could tell you, young. You out here lasting 12 minutes.
Yeah. I got things to do, man.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah, I think we pretty much all agree that Death's Door is probably gonna take this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Landslide. Ball
Best,
game.
best ongoing game, and I think this category, Halo's probably going to be one of them games that are going to be always nominated in this category now. To be honest, now that it's a free to play
real.
games as a service, so expect to see future Halo games in this best ongoing category. So the nominations are Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone,
Oh, yeah.
Final Fantasy, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact.
Final Fantasy wins this hands
Apex,
down.
man.
Final
That's
Fantasy.
Apex, man.
Final
I
Fantasy
say Final
wins this
Fantasy.
shit hands fucking down.
Did
So
Final
it's a-
Fantasy get a big expansion?
It's going to
recently?
be a fucking landslide.
Yeah, people keep on talking about this Final Fantasy Online game, so
I
It must
am
be
about to like
good.
just start playing it, to be honest.
I
What was the
really-
most recent expansion? I think it had got.
Heavensward?
Was
No.
it Heaven's Sword? No, isn't.
No.
Wait, was it Endwalker or some shit like that?
Endwalker, yeah.
Oh, it didn't come out yet. Okay, it's supposed to come out December 7th. It looks like. So I don't
No,
know.
Endwalker is a new one.
Shadowbringers.
Is it Shadowbringers?
That came out in
Yes.
2019. So
It had to be Shadowbringers then.
So Final
But,
Fantasy
like-
14 is probably gonna win this.
That is probably all because of Asmongold.
Yo, is
You
there
really can't
anything
give
left
him
in
all the
that cup,
credit.
J-Man?
what happened?
You can sip it from that cup.
It's slow
Sip it from
sips.
an empty cup, man.
It's slow
I
sips.
know that.
my
I
G,
know that
you
ain't
know what I
nothing in
mean?
that cup.
You
man.
got to sip the syrup slow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. So let's move on. Games for Impact. No one cares. Best performance. I don't know none of these people.
Yeah.
Best audio.
You know,
design.
Maggie Robertson is. I think that's Lady D, right? From Resident Evil Village.
She's probably gonna win that straight off popularity, bro.
Mhm.
The girl with the big
Definitely.
titties.
Yeah, she's gonna win that straight off popularity.
Put
But
that
I never
fucking
played
heel
none
in
of
my
these shit.
chest.
So I
She got me in
wouldn't
real
know
life
except
too?
Resident
Never
Evil.
mind.
All right, let's
You
do
that
best
tall in real
audio
life?
design. We got Deathloop, Forza Horizon 5, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil Village, and Returnal. I'm gonna say Forza for this one.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
can
say
see that.
Forza for this one. The cars sound absolutely amazing. I actually think they did like ray tracing sound in that shit, so that shit
Yeah.
sounds great.
I ain't gonna argue that.
All right, so I guess best score / music. Okay, this is one that maybe if Cyberpunk won, I wouldn't be too mad. Cyberpunk, Deathloop, again, Nier, Replicant, Guardians of the Galaxy, and The Artful Escape.
For
I heard
music,
Guardians had really good music.
Yeah, for music, best score / music.
it's probably going to be
Oh,
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk
Guardians
low-key cool.
does. have a
Cyberpunk is
good
an
soundtrack.
amazing fucking soundtrack.
Yeah,
It does,
music is
but
it's really fucking good.
the fact that they mentioned licensed soundtrack as you know included, that Guardian soundtrack is fucking crazy.
It is.
I mean, it's 80s music fucking in the
Yeah,
game. Like
it's a cheat code,
one of
bro.
the best era, one of the best
code,
eras
bro.
of music. But Cyberpunk
it's-
music is crazy.
And it's
so-
recent, so you know people vote for the recent shit more.
Yeah.
A
the
couple
newer
people in
shit
the
'cause it's
chat are
fresh.
saying Nier. I haven't played Nier, so I don't know.
Near
anything
Replicants is good,
the-
but it's
the
not as good as
soundtrack.
Automatus.
Okay. Okay. All right. Best art direction. Another nomination by Deathloop. Are we keeping track? How many nominations is that so far, man?
Is that 3?
1, 2,
that might be
3,
4.
4, 5, 6.
So far?
6 so far.
No, wait.
Yep, 6. I got 6 so far.
6 so far.
Because they got 2 in the best whatchamacallit?
Best performance, right?
Best performance. Yeah, they got 2 in there.
Okay.
Wow.
So this one's best art direction, Deathloop. Can Psychonauts 2. Jack, for such an ugly game. For such an ugly game you claim. How did it win a nomination for best art direction, Jack?
It's art style, not graphics. I said the graphics were ugly. I never said anything about the art style.
Okay. Nice
Yeah,
side
and they
step.
bullied it away into this award show, but we'll get into that later. We'll get into that
They
later.
bullied their way into the award show. Huh?
Yes, sir. We'll get into
Ratchet
that later.
and Clank and the Artful Escape. Okay, I've been seeing this Artful Escape game like a couple of times now. I've never heard of it until today. Like,
I'm looking at this shit low key.
Ain't it a Game Pass game? I think it's on Game Pass.
It's not a graphically impressive game, but the art style, this shit is beautiful.
yeah,
The color
is it, though?
palette.
I think it's a
the-
music-based game.
It's a
too.
music game, so you got a lot of like lights and shit flashing everywhere, but like
caked
it's
up.
it's different settings, and then you got enemies popping up and shit like that. I'm gonna link you this video. Like
I'ma check it out.
it's
It might,
actually
it might
not
be
a-
that fire. It might be that fire.
He's playing like a guitar, and you got like shooting stars all over the place, and spaceships flying through the outer space, and all this other type of stuff. It actually is kind of pretty.
Okay.
I wouldn't be
We
mad at
almost
something
done.
like this winning.
We got 3 more categories. Then we're gonna talk about this game of the year. Best narrative. Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, True Colors, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2 for the best narrative. For outstanding storytelling.
Not Deathloop.
What y'all think win this, man? What y'all think
I didn't
win?
play the other games. But I know it's
You
not
said
Deathloop.
narrative.
Yeah. What y'all think take this?
So I
I
beat
don't
none
know.
of these games on this list.
I only beat Psychonauts on this, so
Jack, what you think about Life is Strange? Does it deserve a W here for best narrative?
Not really. I'm gonna be
No.
real, man. All the games I played that are nominated besides Death's Door and like Kana, I'm like, and Returnal on some of these. A lot of this shit don't deserve to win, bro. I'm sorry.
I do be hearing Guardians of the
Before
Galaxy has a
candidates?
good narrative.
yeah, people be saying that story's good. I'll get to it when I get to it, man. I'll get to it when I get to it. So I can't really speak on this. I've only played Psychonauts 2, to be honest, and to completion, and that story was really good. But I can't really compare it with the others because I don't know how the story goes for these other games. So I guess we'll just move on. Best game direction: Deathloop, once again. It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank. So
This is an easy W.
this
right
one is
here.
awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design.
It Takes Two.
It might be after reading the
Yeah,
description.
I would say It
It
Takes
might
Two.
be It Takes Two. I think I voted
Yep.
Returnal, but it might be It Takes Two that takes this.
I mean, that boy be not like the co-op games,
Yeah.
like working together to complete missions. I'm not mad at the narrative for that game either. So I don't see it winning best narrative, but as far as the game itself and the puzzles that they created, the boss fights and how you have to work together and take down bosses and explore, traverse the world and stuff like that. It Takes Two definitely brought it home for the co-op genre right there. And not a lot of people are doing that genre, and he knocked it out the park with that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Deathloop.
I could see it winning. I could see it winning for real. And last but not least, Game of the Year. This year's Game of the Year's nominations is Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. So before we get to picking which is our Game of the Year or what we think is going to win Game of the Year, what do y'all think about this selection? I want to start off with Jack. What do you think about the selection of games that made it?
Other than me feeling that Psychonauts 2 kind of bullied its way into nominations.
Get
as
into that,
far as
though.
Game of
Psychonauts
the
2
Year.
Get
did? You
into
think
that.
Psychonauts did?
Yeah,
Get into that though,
man.
Jack.
I
Explain.
just do, man. It's just too much of a coincidence. I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but you're telling me a game. This game is a cult classic, but this is also a game that couldn't get funded. This is a game that got crowdfunded. It got saved at the last hour by Microsoft. They might have put a little dollars into it. Nobody really truly gave a fuck about a Psychonauts 2. But since it dropped, it got that Microsoft back behind it. And that was, this game is so amazing. I cut off my left arm if it don't get nominated. You saw a lot of influencers and media people before the game even dropped. They were dropping little droplets of hints. The embargo hadn't even lifted. Game of the Year conversation is gonna get spooky. If this certain game I'm playing right now doesn't get nominated, so they were already throwing their little hints out there that they wanted this game to do more than it maybe should have. So I don't really believe Psychonauts 2 earn this honestly. You know, it might be a great game, it might be a good game, but listen, that's how I feel. All the other game nominations, guess what? I don't have a problem with.
So are you saying the industry is
Deathloop.
saving Tim Schafer from almost being out the door?
Hey man, listen, I don't know, bro. Before Microsoft bought Double Fine, this game wasn't fine, right? Nobody gave a fuck. They damn near had. So I'm trying to figure out where all this love coming from, man. Fake love, man. Drake told us about this shit, man.
Tim Schafer, dog. He might
Alright,
be an industry
Jamie.
darling.
What do you think about the nominations?
Overall, I'm not too mad at the nominees. I probably would have Returnal in here over Ratchet and Clank. I felt like I had, as Ratchet and Clank went along, it got stale, and I started to find myself enjoying it less.
J-Main, let me speak real quick. I recall not too long after Ratchet and Clank came out, and I beat the game, and I came on the podcast, and I was saying how the game really wasn't. I was getting a couple of side eyes from a couple of men on the podcast when I said
Well,
it.
you know why though, Kofi.
Now,
You
look,
definitely was.
now, a couple months later, look at J-Main. Oh, I played a game, but it really didn't.
I
Well, I
we
got
agree.
to see for myself, but I just
But
couldn't.
When I
but
told
look,
y'all that,
couldn't take your
at the
word
beginning,
for it.
Kofi, you
When I
made
told y'all
Puddle
that
Gate.
at the
We
beginning.
can't listen to you, Kofi. We can't listen to you
Oh
on
my
shit like
God,
that. You know,
bro.
Puddle Gate
Alright,
is
you got
gonna
it.
follow you until you
That
get,
has
you know,
nothing
lighter
to do
skin,
with
man. It's over
anything,
with,
but
bro.
that
It's
has
never
nothing
gonna-
to do with it, though.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
comparable, though.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Anytime
Listen,
anytime you got slander for a Sony game, we just automatically
It's not
assume
even slander, though. It was actually
It
honest
wasn't
criticism,
slander,
though.
but we don't know. We don't be knowing with you though. Sometimes, Kofi. I gotta
When
be
have I
real,
lied?
bro.
But I don't lie. I don't lie.
That's true,
I
but
don't
it
When I lie.
wasn't really you, Kofi. It was. I have a history with Ratchet and Clank. I go back to the very first game when it came out on PS2. So for anybody telling me that, oh, this shit gets stale, like that don't sound right to me for a Ratchet and Clank game. Like that shit's supposed to get better as you play it. You know what I mean? You got all these variety of weapons and enemies and stuff like this. So I didn't expect that for this game, and that's what made it so disappointing. Is that it really was something that got stale like that. It really was something that the character didn't feel that different from the two. So I'm like, no way. It's
that's
not that
why
I
I was
couldn't
stale.
believe you. I didn't
And
want to
it-
believe that was the case.
And it also felt like, if we're just putting Ratchet and Clank Rift apart in comparison to other Ratchet and Clank games, if we being real, let's take away. See, the thing is, people are blinded by graphics. Trust me, I get wild. By it too,
Absolutely,
but
absolutely.
Once we see the beauty, look, but the thing is, it always boils down later on. When you sit with the game, it always boils down to the gameplay, the experience, and
Right.
stuff like that, right? So after I was wowed by Ratchet and Clank's amazing graphics, right? And you playing the game, and then you get to the end of this, and you get used to the visuals and stuff. It's like, like this wasn't as great. It was good, but it wasn't like amazing. It wasn't. I don't think it's Game of the Year worthy, to be honest. I think Returnal. I said this in the past too. I think Returnal is a way better game than Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Way better.
I don't know about way better, but
I
I would
think
have
so.
it in here over Ratchet and Clank.
I think
I thought the
it's a way
gameplay
better
loop
game
was
than
better in Ratchet and Returnal.
That was some smooth ass gameplay with a lot of, and the risk and reward was very, very satisfying in Returnal. That game was actually very, very
Right.
fucking good and addicting. Where Ratchet and Clank, it wasn't even the best Ratchet and Clank game.
No,
to
it definitely
It wasn't
wasn't.
even better
nowhere
than
near close.
2016.
It definitely was.
I'm not going
Where
that-
is
I'm
this
not going
narrative
that
coming
far.
from that
I'm not-
2016
no.
was better than Rift Apart?
No.
2016.
What are y'all smoking?
It
It
was.
was not better.
It was, bro. Niggas
was
love finding that
not.
T-Rex, bro. Niggas
Tony,
love finding that T-Rex.
Tony, look at a
Y'all
retrospect.
bugging.
Look at a retrospect of 2016 against the original PS2 version. You're not gonna like 2016 that much more.
But
I'm
I've
telling
seen
you.
it. I've seen it. It's like, damn, why they take this out, take this out, take this out? But you compare to 2016.
How the characters never even talk to each other the whole game. I didn't even realize that until I looked at that video. I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
crazy.
I
Like
think
shit
I
like
watched,
that is
I might watch
crazy,
that same
bro.
video.
That shit is
But-
crazy.
Bro, this nigga saying that 2016 not better than 2021 because it's not better than like 2002's version. Like it's still better than 2021's
2016
version.
ain't better. It's not a better game to me, bro. I don't know where you getting
It
that
had
from.
better boss fights.
I give you the
I feel
boss
like
fights. It did
it
have
might
better
have
boss
that-
fights. I give you that.
I don't know.
But continue, Jay, man. I just heard you, going off about Ratchet and Clank. Like, it sounds very familiar to what I said really early after I played the game on this very podcast. And
That
y'all
Ratchet
looking
and
at
Clank
me
game was
crazy.
Unga Bunga. That's what it was for real. It was Unga Bunga, man. It was just shiny. That was it. It was shiny. That's it.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
beautiful
Oh, you didn't
graphics.
play in
Wait.
fidelity mode. That's why I was shining.
Nah, man. These ray tracing gamers.
Greasy ass visuals.
Oh, but
Wow.
just to kind of really finish, I I gotta admit, it's a couple games on here that I still need to get to. Probably like majority of these. So Resident Evil Village for me would be my pick for game of the year. Out of these, I feel like if I did get to finish Metroid Dread, it might take it.
That game is
It
so
might,
fucking good.
or
bro.
even It Takes Two. The wife, she just couldn't hang with that one, so I had to had to put that down to further notice and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm not mad at this list. Nothing really in this list is like could really hang with a lot of other game of the years throughout the other years. But for what this year was, I can't be too mad at this list. And I know people Forza Returnal, is to me it's not really that much of a argument you really have there to replace some of these games. So yeah.
Man,
Alright.
the only 2 games I didn't play was Psychonauts and Metroid, but if
Yeah,
the
them the only
rest of
2
these
games I didn't
games,
play.
a bunch of 7 out of
I
10.
feel
I don't
like
feel
I
like
feel like
any of these
Metroid
games
Dread is
deserve
going
to
to be the
win.
one for this.
All right, so
I don't feel
yeah,
like
so
none
Tony,
deserve to win. Man.
you beat Deathloop. You
Got
beat
platinum.
Deathloop, and got the platinum. It was one of your Deathloop sucks videos. Probably one of the most successful videos that you have on your channel, right?
Facts.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Right. So how
Not
did
even
you go
crumb side
from
content, bro. Look
how
at
did
that.
you go from Deathloop sucks to getting the platinum in Deathloop #1? Number
Deathloop.
2, my second question to you is, do you think Deathloop deserves all of these damn gaming nomination, or is something sus happening here? Because to me, it seems like something sus is happening with this game Deathloop, and I want to talk about it. But answer those 2 questions for me first.
Hey, man, low key looking back with everything that dropped, it ain't that out of place here, man. Everything a bunch of
Oh,
7s, man.
wow.
Everything a bunch of 7s here, man. But
Yo.
listen, I was so close. It was an easy platinum. I was like, I might as well get this. I looked at it, and I actually enjoyed the game more when I went for the platinum. It was like, do this, get this secret ending, this and that. Made me explore the game a bit more, and I was like, and it's not
Wow.
there's collectibles in Deathloop, right? There's no
Mhm.
There's like collect one thing. That's it. So
Wow.
there's no
Okay.
collectible trophies. It's just like play the game trophies. So I was feeling the trophy list. Wasn't
Oh,
wasn't
so that's
too
why you got
easy.
the
Wasn't
platinum.
too hard. So I was feeling the trophy list, man. So
And
I was
all
so
right.
close.
And
I
my
was like, you
second
might as well
question:
get it.
in Deathloop and all these nominations,
Mhm.
do you think in each category it deserves to be nominated, or is this game a industry plan? Somebody said this last podcast, and you just real that phrase. I'm like, wow, you just nailed it. You perfectly described this game. It really does feel like an industry plan. So it's in a lot of categories too. And if Deathloop wins
It
Game of the
definitely gets
Year,
swept. It gets swept by everything in each like individual
yeah,
character. Like when it comes to like story, it's like 2 seconds of speech and at the start of the mission. That's it. It's like, come on, bro. Then game like art direction is nothing crazy. It's like
I
nah,
think
bro.
the performance might be where it probably will lose, but it has the strongest shot to win something. Because I
Mhm.
heard that a lot that the black chick and the black dude were really that's terrible, but they were really
Yeah.
good in their roles.
Voice acting was cool. His voice acting
voice
was
acting was
cool.
good.
Yeah, but if they're good in the roles. It doesn't like matter, dude.
I mean, like the voice acting. That's what I mean. Like the
Right.
performance for the voice acting and stuff. So that's all I'm saying. Like the voice acting it was a strong point when people talked about the game.
Wow.
It's a bunch of default games. I feel like nothing really deserves to be here too much.
Wow.
Okay. All right, so the
Maybe it's
games
worth the
I
hype.
played here is I beat Resident Evil Village multiple times on console, on PS5 and on PC. I beat Ratchet and Clank. I beat Psychonauts 2, Metroid Dread, and I played up to a certain part of It Takes Two. I never played Deathloop, so I can't speak on that completely. Um, now that Returnal's not here, which I think it got snubbed to be honest, and Forza, you could say even got snubbed. I might agree with that too. I would say Metroid Dread has a
Mhm.
great chance
Sure.
of winning Game of the Year. I'm on my second playthrough of Metroid Dread on hard. I play here and there, and the game is fantastic. Great controls. Only if it had like a better soundtrack, I think that
Yeah.
it would be dope if the music
For
was better
Dread,
in
you
the
talking
game.
about?
For
Yeah. I
Dread,
think
yeah.
Dread's soundtrack was really weak.
I feel
Mm.
like if the soundtrack was better, that's all it really needed. Besides that, everything is pretty much flawless. I love the Metroidvania map in it. The power ups, the boss fights were exciting and fun. Definitely one of the best games I've played this year, and I wouldn't be shocked if it wins.
You know
Game
what
of
I
the Year.
think? I think we want Metroid Dread to win, but I think Deathloop is going to win.
That's what I said last podcast, and it got nominated for Game of the Year. I'm like, watch Deathloop get nominated for Game of the Year. Watch. And
Here's the
Low-key, if
thing.
Deathloop,
A lot of industry journalists don't really like Metroid Dread. When you hear them talk about it on podcasts, they have a lot of issues with it. Yeah, they have a lot of issues with it.
low-key, if Deathloop deserves to win one award, it's probably the Game of the Year award. No lies.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, overall, everything
That's
put
the best-
together, it gets
game?
swept individually, but overall, it might do, man.
That'll be the funniest.
Explain that to me. Explain to me how a
thing.
game gets swept individually, but then wins Game of the Year.
Because put together, when you put all the pieces together,
Yeah.
like a game might be a 10 in visuals, 5 in gameplay, but Deathloop might be a 6 in both. That's 12 overall. Whereas,
I think that happened with God of War in 2018, where like Red Dead swept all the
it
other
was
categories,
winning the game. Yep,
but
that's
God of
what
War
that
won
is,
Game of the Year.
Yep.
But yeah, I didn't really like It Takes Two like that, man. I played it with my bitch too. I played it with Alex.
Huh?
Sir, please be respectful to that queen.
The other Alex.
Oh,
not me.
Not Zaddy. Not Zaddy.
I thought you were talking about Gene like that. I was about to say,
I got murder beef with Zaddy too. Man, took shots at me on.
Oh yeah, you trying to battle him? Man, I can set that up.
Man, I don't know, man. He might have.
You don't want them. Yeah, you don't want them problems.
Or to a nigga that lost the kid dangerous? I'm supposed to be scared? Jack, you bring them judges back. You bring them judges back, I'll battle Alex.
Oh, if you bring them, yeah. Alex ain't never winning with them judges there. It's over with. He was a little bit too spicy, yeah, man.
All right. But continue.
Who was talking?
Who was talking?
Tony.
Oh yeah.
You say you was playing.
Oh yeah, I was just saying I wasn't really,
playing with
I didn't really feel the hype of It Takes Two. I felt like it kind of dragged on. It was you guys only played the start, but after that, like 6 hours, I'm like, damn, I'm waiting for this to finish.
Yeah, I heard the game long. I heard the game actually.
It's a good 2 hours too long, man. 2.5 hours too long.
Yeah.
I was surprised to hear that because a game like that, you kind of want to get to the point and get it over with because you're playing with somebody else. So
and a lot of people are playing this. A lot of people, if you notice, it'll be one person that usually plays games, and they're bringing in a person that doesn't not acclimated to gaming like this. So I don't want to be playing a game 12 hours with somebody that don't know what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying?
That B-boss fight, dog. That shit took my wife out, dog. She was done. Anxiety was through the roof.
I played which one? What was the other one?
What?
The one before it? No.
A Way Out.
A Way Out. Yeah. I played A Way Out with my mother. She was cool with it. I ain't have no issues. We played it too.
I'm trying to play A Way Out with you.
That last fight, though, I ain't lie. That last fight, I was.
He catch that one.
You put the beats on your moms?
Yeah, and the last fight. Oh man. I was putting the moves on her, but I was whiffed. Come on, man.
She was like, "What are you doing to me, son?"
Tell her it's a sequel out, and you know what I mean. Tell her It Takes Two. I'm trying to, you know what I mean. I'm trying to be her second.
Oh man.
You trying to game with Tony's mom? Oh man.
Wow. Look at this guy.
Tony mama
what
kind
a
of bad,
dirtbag.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh
You talking
man.
streets, your mom?
Crazy.
Well, little light skin joint, man.
Oh my
Kinda
God.
bad, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You think this nigga pretty good? Hey, mama got it, dog.
Genes gotta come from somewhere. Oh wait.
Y'all crazy. But yeah, Alex, any thoughts on the Game of the Year nomination?
I don't know why Dread is on there. I have no idea why Dread is even
Really?
on. I'm sorry, no, not Dread. I'm sorry, Deathloop.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me. I think Dread should win, but I have no idea why Deathloop is on there at all. To me that makes no sense whatsoever.
Industry plant, man. Like the dude said, man, it's an industry plant. It's crazy. Like I swear, all year long, people or just Twitter has been pushing Deathloop in my face. State of Play has been pushing Deathloop in my face. Commercials, Deathloop everywhere. I go on Steam, boom, Deathloop right there on sale. Like Deathloop has just literally been everywhere, bro.
All right.
Like,
So just imagine they probably. I mean, if they push it on the consumers that way, think about how much they pushed it on the industry. You know what I mean? So
And
they
the media loves
copies
it.
and early and gift boxes and shit.
They gave
like
it a
that.
bunch of 10s.
Bro, the media loves it, but there's like a disconnect because when you come at least on this small community, right, which obviously doesn't represent like the whole world and everyone who bought Deathloop, but when you talk to gamers, they'd be like, you have gamers that you think is cool, then you have gamers that like a lot. It's very mixed. Saying that's like garbage, it's trash. The AI sucks. It's like you hear so much stuff about it, and it's just kind of jarring. So
And the fact that they got a patch that just addressed the bad AI is telling. That just goes to show you that people wasn't tripping on that.
Bro, if it wins, it's going to be funny. I'm actually kind of hoping it wins because I think people are going to be really mad. And I like when people are upset, to be honest, about stuff like this.
Yeah.
Kind of makes
especially
me laugh,
at the Game Awards. Yep.
Yeah. Makes you laugh. So, we're going to see. So, the Game Awards airs December 9th.
Yep.
And that will be our actual last podcast for the month of December. So, I'm putting it out there. December 9th is going to be our last day for the podcast, and we have the rest of the month off. So there's going to be no more podcasts until January. We're going to do a live reaction to the award show. I believe it falls on a Thursday, so we lucky, right?
Yes,
Am I correct?
yes.
So it's perfect. We'll talk about the games that we beat. We'll talk about what's it called? Highlights of the year, and we'll react to the Game Awards, and that's it for us for 2021. So look forward to it. It's gonna be a good stream, and make sure you guys pull up. But I think that's pretty much it, and we pretty much covered.
We didn't do super chats yet.
Oh shit!
Well, no, yeah, we have to do the super chat, but that's it for the Game Awards, and we pretty much covered all the categories that people actually care about. And stuff like that. No one cares about the esports stuff, so we skipped that.
Give it to Navi. They fucking won the major.
I don't know who that is. Yeah, so
for CS.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who that is. But
Fucking
let's take a
Simple,
super chat break.
Simple is one of the best fucking FPS gamers. Period. We'll do super chat break. D Torbor won for the $2 super chat. This $2 goes towards Tony's new GPU. That 1050 ain't it.
No.
Delayed Saint for the 5. Yes, sir. PSP on my birthday. Happy birthday, sir. And the boy Tony on. It's a good ass day.
On his birthday. What a loser.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, bro.
Inventory for the 10.
Look at some pussy, nigga.
I ain't never seen J-Main as silent on Twitter than I did Tuesday night. Curry had him chanting MVP in your own building.
Crazy.
Get this man some therapy. Brooklyn belongs to the Yay area. Curry the GOAT.
Yeah, I heard Curry going crazy. I heard Curry's going crazy.
He better than he's ever been at this point.
I've heard he's going
this
nuts.
nigga is insane. Like we already know he can pull up from anywhere. He can shoot from anywhere.
Didn't he just drop 50 like not too long ago?
Not a couple days ago. Then he just dropped 37 on the Nets. Jeez. But the fact that he moves so much without the ball is what makes him so good. Nobody else does
screens
that.
They be setting, man.
Yeah, his conditioning is insane for somebody like that. He's running all over the court at all times. So you got to focus on him. And then that leaves everybody else open. Or he just going to shoot that shit in your face. And it's going in.
Pause. Yo.
Is that what he's doing?
Yo.
Wow.
Hey, yo.
Open. That shit is going in. Crazy. So yeah, man. Shout out to Curry, man. The Barclays went out bad that day.
That was crazy.
We ain't got no fans, nigga. Yeah. I've been to the Barclays.
KD about to leave. He about to leave again, bro. You know that, right?
They good in the playoffs, but when it comes to regular season, like I've been to a Barclays a few times in the regular season. They don't get hyped for shit. Like they just mad uppity in Brooklyn.
Your fans chanting MVP to the motherfucker that left. Oh my god!
If you want to see like hype, dude, you need to go to like the Barclays during a wrestling show.
Well, yeah, because they
are nuts for wrestling.
Yeah, the thing with New York is ain't gonna beat around the bush. New York is a Knicks fucking state. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Knicks got it on Smash. So the Nets moving from Jersey, not only it scorned a lot of Jersey people, they not coming to see Brooklyn or see them play in Brooklyn. But then they also got to battle against the Knicks for a fan base.
You gonna let RGT hear you say that, bro?
It's the facts. Like, listen, Knicks can hang the banners for the best fans, but they never gonna win a championship. You know what I mean? They ain't competing for a championship. So you know what I mean? So
RGT, where you at, fam?
I'd rather have a competing for a championship than niggas screaming in the arena. Simple as that. Facts. So yeah.
Alex.
Next one from Rufflemut for the 5. 2022 is looking bright for Smash players.
Oh,
Also,
God.
shout out to Psychonauts
Oh,
2 and
boy.
Metroid Dread for Game of the Year. Forza was robbed by RE8. 2077 best not win. Yeah, I don't want Cyberpunk to win a single award this year.
They're
A
probably
single
gonna
one.
win best music, yo. They're probably gonna win best music if we keep it real.
Okay, I'll give them best music. That's fine because that soundtrack is freaking amazing.
This nigga Jack is cyberpunk.
Love Ballad Poppy for the $2.
That was a good one. I like.
Why does Tony have a mask on indoors?
Oh man,
No, man.
That's his
puberty
swag.
whooping his ass.
That's his swag, yo.
Tony was wearing masks before the pandemic. That's what y'all know.
That's what's crazy too.
That's true.
True.
That's true.
Tunde Abimbola for the 5 Canadian. Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Halo Infinite are taking over my life. The Discord matches have been crazy.
Yeah, I gotta pull up on y'all this weekend.
Yeah,
Ken
they've been fun.
Jamo for the 2. Tony kind of cute, not gonna lie. I like the brown
Thanks.
sugar. Tunde Abimbola again for the 5 Canadian. A few yellow-chaired people said they voted for Cyberpunk as RPG of the Year. We know where the Game Awards stands.
Politics, man.
Notorious Nicholas for the 2 Australian dollars. These Game of the Year nominees proved how mid 2021 was, and that's all of them.
Mm. Yeah, can't argue that. That's it.
Is that it?
That's it. That's
That's
all of them.
it. All right. J-Main, is your turn to take over the pod because I don't know shit about shit when it comes to Battlefield. So you've been playing this shit.
Oh man.
And give us your thoughts on Battlefield 2042.
You mean Battlefield 2042, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even joking. Like this shit is the beta with more maps at this point. Like it doesn't have the technical issues I would say as the beta where the screen was going crazy and buggy and you get those black spots all over the place or white white screen or parachute sticking to your body and stuff like that. But it's just a host of other issues that this game still has. And this
Sound design still buns, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yo, the sound design in this game is terrible. Like you're hearing footsteps and shit from all over the place. When somebody's like, say somebody's like to the left of you, you'll hear that shit all over the place. So you looking around trying to find where the person is at. They directly to the left, but it sounds like they might be like on the right somewhere or behind you somewhere. So you kind of just looking all around, or they're like in the other room, completely like opposite of where you're at. So, but with this game, what can I say?
I saw you posted UI clutter as well. That shit was looking crazy.
Yes, that's another thing. So I posted a picture, but for this game, usually in a Battlefield game, it has an opacity setting where you can turn down how bright the UI is. So like certain capture points and stuff like that might be on the map. Enemies and even friendlies might be on the map. But the shit is all cluttered on the map directly in your line of sight. So if an enemy is like right in front of you, say you like looking at him from a distance, he might be right in front of you, but you can't see him because all the icons on the map is like blocking where he is. So that's probably one of the biggest issues for me right now that I'm having in terms of just running around the map. The maps for the most part, I kind of like the maps for the most part. They're pretty big, but I feel like they give you enough tools to traverse the maps, whether it be a certain specialist or you can call in vehicles and stuff like that. So I'm pretty cool with it. But the only thing is these vehicles have they take over these maps. The helicopters, the hovercrafts, they damn near OP in this game. And I feel like the tools that they give you to take these things down, if you're not working together as a team, it's going to be hard to get these shits down. And a lot of people in this game, they just aren't working together as a team. They out for themselves.
For their own scores and stuff.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They don't even have a scoreboard or they're not even keeping track of your stats. So it don't even fucking matter at the end of the day. You can go two for 30.
Done.
See, this is my exact
complaint.
complaint. This is my exact complaint by big ass games like this. Not that they don't play well. It's just like I prefer the more intimate setting with just 4-on-4, bro. You know what I mean? Like 4-on-4, 5-on-5 type of matches where you're gonna really play objective. Like, first of all, there's so much plays. What is it, 64 against 64? Like, how do you even?
Yeah,
I guess you
64,
communicate.
64.
You communicate with your own squad. But hey, you tell me you can make a change between your four. You can make a change. You think so? Or
And this big of a map,
What kind of
you
change
really
can you make?
you have to focus on a certain area of the map. You're not gonna be able to make a change throughout the whole map. It's not possible because by the time you capture one point, and you try to run to another one, the shit that you just captured is being taken over. It's like
Pretty much you have to dedicate. Our squad, we're gonna stick to C1
This
or
section.
something, and we're only gonna
Yeah.
fight in C1. That's what you're trying to tell me?
if you want to play the squad thing. Like I kind of don't really play.
And-
I play the squad, but I play it kind of like solo as well. So I'm kind of all over the place. Wherever I feel like I'm needed, I pay attention to the map. Like if I need to go here, I hop in over there to a different point. But if you want to hold down a spot, then yeah, you got to kind of like stay in that area, just to hold down. Because there's so many players, there's so many
And
people.
bro, it's 124 players, but you can only play with like 3 other people in your squad. It's like, come on, you can't invite no one else. Like,
Oh, really?
this could be
That's
like,
crazy.
like 2 sets of groups because it's like you can only play with 4 people in one group.
Right. Squads
That's
should
kinda
definitely
wild.
be bigger, being that there's so many different players on here for the all-out warfare.
Why don't they ever make it custom? Like you could just do as much people as you want. Like say if I had 10 niggas in the Discord, why can't we just all be one
It's because
squad?
then you could individually spawn on everyone you wanted to. Because you can spawn.
Or you
on
could
your
you
own
could do
squad.
custom in Portal.
I
You could do custom in Portal. You could do custom in like you could make your own.
But you can't. People are saying that's the best mode. I heard J-Main, but you can't level up in that mode, can you?
I think they disabled it for certain for certain modes and stuff like that, just because people were exploiting and shit like that. Which I don't understand how they didn't know that was gonna happen. So basically, in Portal, you can create pretty much your own settings and specify which map or mode you want to do, how many enemies can be on it, what items you can use, what weapons you can use, shit like that. And people are creating farm lobbies, and they were counting towards your main game XP. And so they had to like disable that shit because people started exploiting it. And I don't understand like how they didn't know that was gonna happen from the jump.
That's exactly what people would do. What is the fastest way to get the XP that I need? Oh yeah, this way.
Right. And so
I had the
what
bots
else?
OP now. I had the bots kind of tiring.
Actually, I haven't ran into no bots in this game so far. Every lobby I've been in has been full of people. So I can't speak to that. There's no server browser, which highlights another issue. Yeah, you know how Battlefield, you usually be able to search for your own server browser based on the ping level, how many people you can see is in a certain server. And what happens is now at the end of a match, it kind of starts to like boot you back to the main screen instead of keeping you in a loop. That I don't know if that must be a bug because it's at least it's supposed to keep you in a loop to go to the next map and the next map and the next map. It kind of like boots you to the main menu and shit like that. You can't change or create squads in this game. So once you're on a squad, there's no leaving that squad. You're
About the game. What's going on here?
No, I gotta highlight the issues because there's a lot of the good thing about the Battlefield game is it's still kind of I can't even say that, Kofi. I can't even say that. The ARs in this game are dog shit, dog. The hit registration is off, the aim assist is off. Right now, the meta for this game is the PP SMG. That shit is like the best feeling and handling gun in this game. It shit is a submachine gun and it handles and shoots better from distance than an assault rifle.
There's only 22 weapons in the whole game, right?
Yeah, there's 22 weapons in the whole game. But I'm not mad at that because there's a lot of attachments on the weapons that make each gun, make the guns feel very unique depending on what attachment you have on it. So I'm not tripping too much about that. Like you can put a long barrel on the gun and it makes it feel completely different than what it felt like when you had like a short barrel or a suppressor and shit like that. Yeah, what else? I got a lit.
That's good. That's good. You're actually giving out pretty good information. I got some questions now. All right, so this game, they've been cooking up this game since Battlefield 5, right?
Yes.
How did they remove the single player and the multiplayer is in a state like this day one when this was just the focal point of the game? Do all Battlefields launch like this day one? Even the ones that had to, like, did Battlefield 4, 5?
They've always been spooky a little bit spooky. They've been a little bit spooky, a little bit.
So I can't speak for the past 2 Battlefields because they were like World War I and II, and I wasn't fucking with them from the jump. Like I was over that era. I know Battlefield 4, of course, everybody knows that shit had issues when it launched. I feel like there was some issues with the other Battlefields game, but I just don't feel like it's like this. Like there's if you go on Reddit right now, somebody made a complete list of shit that they like need to fix or they remove from previous games that should be in this game. Like I'm still tripping about the movement system. I feel like Battlefield 5 had a great movement system where you can crouch run. When you jump off a high cliffs and shit like that, you can roll to help with the fall damage. You can lay down on your back when it comes to proning and stuff like that. You can change the angle and shit like that. Yeah, like it just like they completely removed all of that shit out of the movement system in general. And then, like I said, right now with the ARs and the aim assist, there's a lot of shit that's just broken in this game. They have to disable certain specialists because you can't shoot at the dude with the riot shield because it pretty much protects his whole body or some shit like that. They just brought him back online. Apparently, it's a lot, man. It's a fucking lot. But it's just Battlefield, so
Isn't that only like 6 new maps too?
7. It's 7 total new maps
it's 7
in this
new
game.
maps.
Yeah,
It comes out tomorrow, right?
officially. Yep.
Oh,
Alright,
so the
PC
game is not even
port,
out
yeah.
yet.
Officially, no. That was just early access. But that's still no excuse. That's no excuse
Yep.
for
That game should- that game-
yeah.
Launched
course.
the day it was early access.
Of course.
it has a rubber banding issue too. It's really bad. The last 2 nights I've been playing, the rubber banding has been horrible. Especially around like 8 or 9 o'clock, which is probably like peak hours.
Yep.
If you're not familiar, rubber banding, you're trying to run forward and it's pulling you back. And so, shit like that's happening. Another crazy bug in this game is
It keeps going.
no, I got a list, bro. Another crazy shit in this game is your friendlies. Sometimes the friendly tag doesn't pop above their head, so they look like enemies because everybody's a specialist. So there's no distinct
hold up.
difference between enemies and friendlies. And so when they don't pop up, you're shooting at your friendly, dog. I'm shooting at my own teammates for mad long, thinking like, yo, why they're not dying? Or the hit registration is fucked up. I'm shooting at my own teammates.
Yeah, you know how like in like the Call of Duty games and the other Battlefield games, it's like the Russians or the Chinese, so it's different uniforms. Everyone the same nigga in this game.
Everybody's the same, dog. And they got these little lights on each character that posted like dear that word is fucking me up.
Don't worry, bro.
To make people look different.
You already know.
To make people look different. And the shit is not distinctive enough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I want this game to be good because I like the specialists. I'm a fan of the specialists. I'm a fan of the maps for the most part. I just want the hit registration to be right. I want the aim assist to feel right. I want it to not feel as buggy, and stuff like that, man. I want it to feel. Portal actually feels good. Portal feels right. Portal feels good, but that all-out warfare mode, I don't know. I don't know if 128 players was the right move for this game.
I think 64 would have been the right move.
Yes.
I don't think anything
It didn't need to be
I guess
like 32 is fine.
when you run out of ideas, what do? You just make it bigger, right? Let's add more people.
Yeah.
Right?
Make it bigger.
So doesn't always make it better, right? So
No, make it bigger,
hopefully,
Kofi.
I'm pretty sure after months of patches and stuff, it's gonna get right, and the Battlefield fans are gonna be happy. So there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like a trend, like with modern games, bro. Like these multiplayer games, they all launch ass day one, and hopefully we just pray they get better. The same shit with Halo. Apparently, Call of Duty ain't no better. People say they ain't really fucking with that Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be No
shit.
Man's Sky, but nobody wants to put in the work.
Everybody need their ass kicked. That's what they need.
How about we release the game? Don't even try to be No Man's Sky. Just release the game.
Release a
properly.
good game.
This
Release
is
it
games as a
properly.
service. This is what y'all can expect going forward in the gaming industry. Accept
Yeah.
it and enjoy it.
Fuck no.
Yes, sir.
Somebody said they wait for them Steam reviews. That shit gonna get
Hey,
hammered.
Let me ask J Man a question.
What's up?
Since this is technically a beta, do EA have somewhere where you could submit all these gripes y'all got with the game?
Yeah. Not only are the developers and shit on Reddit and stuff like that, but there is a link. There's actually a Twitter page called Battlefield Communications, and they post whenever they're like tweaking something major and stuff like that.
Hey
But
man,
they also
make sure you send them that list, man.
no, definitely. if I'm talking about it, you know they know. They know.
They know.
Them boys on Reddit, they don't play. They don't listen. Them boys on Reddit have created their own UI overlay changes that they are submitting to the Battlefield developers to make it look better.
This shit is crazy.
They don't play, dog.
What's
don't
funny
play.
is like Battlefield fans are actually wanting the game to be better, while Halo fans were fucking shitting on me for calling out the bullshit.
Yes, sir. You know the vibes with that. Yes, sir.
Wild.
Love to see it.
I mean, it was so bad. I got my account suspended on Twitter.
Again?
No, before.
Oh, when you were
yeah,
talking about
the
technical tests.
When I was talking about it, they were like, "Oh, we gotta get them. We can't have them talk shit about Halo."
Yeah.
It's almost the same people who talk shit about Forza not being nominated for Game of the Year. It's almost like people are just incessant being fanboys. It's crazy.
Yes, sir. You love it.
Yeah,
I have to make a video on these people.
When I was talking about the Halo progression, and I was telling like people that like it needs work, and I was obviously I made like a I make the little joke tweets, but I'm speaking truth in the joke tweet, and it went a little viral, got a couple thousand likes and retweets and shit. And I was just reading the comments. Some of them comments low key make me mad, bro, because we got these group of people. There's actually a legit issue in here. We got these group of people that always jump into the conversation to kind of minimize it, downplay it, say it's fine. Now they're calling us new age gamers because the progression system sucks in the game.
Because we don't want to pay for it. It should be for free.
Back in my day, we didn't care about this stuff. Like a whole bunch of damage control. But those are the same people. Same people. Once something gets fixed, J-Main, bro, they dare praise. Oh, y'all did a great job. Oh, thanks for listening to the community. thanks for listening to the community, guys.
For a swift response.
Oh my god. Yo,
you guys did great fixing these issues.
Yeah, but when the dudes were complaining about it, you're in the freaking threads complaining and telling us to shut up and just enjoy the game, just have fun. But are you having fun? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's annoying, bro.
No, I'm not having fun because these things are broken.
So, yeah, there's always that side, and it's just annoying, and I hate dealing with those kind of people when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure Battlefield's gonna get ironed out. I'm confident Halo's gonna be ironed out. It's just unfortunate that it's not day one, and we're gonna have to wait for these fixes and these months and months of patches for shit to get where they need to be. But I guess this is just where gaming is today.
Oh, last thing about Battlefield, the fucking spawn points are fucking horrible. Let me get this shit off real quick. And it's not, of course you have multiple zones that you can respond to. It's not that. It's the randomness of the spawn point when you actually get into an actual point. So I could die at a certain flag, and when I respawn back, they put me right where the fucking flag is, where all the enemies are, instead of like randomizing it and putting me, a little bit further away so I can make my path to it. I'm fucking respawning, and the motherfuckers are shooting at me as soon as I respawn. And then the player does this dumbass reload animation, which takes up like 5 seconds, so you don't get a chance to react to the motherfucker shooting at you as soon as you respawn. That's some dumb shit like that. So they gotta fix that.
Talk to him, J-Man.
Yeah, man. And yeah, they know about that shit too. That shit is bad. But I linked y'all a list of all the shit that people pointed out on Reddit that either was in the previous game or is very bad in this game. So it's about like almost 100 different changes here.
All right, so let's move on. We got 2 more topics before we get out of here. I want to quickly talk about Sifu. Sifu has been not delayed.
It got pushed up.
It got pushed up.
Yeah,
right?
2 weeks.
It got pushed up by 2 weeks. It's now releasing February 8th, I believe, 2022. And I guess that's good news.
That's
Saints
that
Row,
Horizon smoke.
yeah, Saints Row also got delayed out of February as well.
Hate to see
So
it.
a lot of people are saying February was packed. Now, obviously, reality settling in, and games are getting delayed. A lot of games going to probably get delayed from next year too. So
Yeah. Tony, you waiting for the Saints Row? You fucking with it?
Yes, sir. Yes,
We
sir.
co-oping. We co-oping that thing. Shout out to us.
that game is going to get dropped like a bad habit, bro.
The game looks
Let's
cringe,
get it,
dude.
man. We're gonna beat that thing.
It's definitely cringe, bro. That's how I got turned off. Like, I was excited when I heard that they're doing a reboot, but when I saw it's this Gen Z type of Fortnite looking type of bullshit, I'm like, nah, B, I'm good.
It reminds me of Watch Dogs 2 a little bit.
That game was ass.
I like Watch Dogs 2.
I ain't like it. I played.
I
I
was
couldn't
a fan
finish
of
it. I
that.
couldn't finish it.
Nah, the haircut they had on the main character on Saints Row, I'm glad you can customize it because I'm gonna need to change that hairstyle.
Are people still pretending they're gonna buy seafood? I need to
Oh
check the
my
temperature.
god, Jack! You gonna buy seafood, nigga?
Jack is gonna
Stop
play
acting
it.
like you
Nigga,
pretend.
Nigga, I'm gonna buy
bullshit.
seafood, nigga. I want some crab legs. I'm not playing this game. You got me fucked up.
Jack, do the
Jack.
seafood. You know what I
Why?
mean?
You see, I don't understand when Jack hates games, bro. I really
I don't get it.
No,
either.
this is. It's
He
not
was
even
the
the
same
game's
way.
fault.
You know what's funny? Real quick, Jack, before you go
What's
off.
up?
He was the exact same way with Ghost of Tsushima. Do you guys not
Right.
remember?
No. This is
Absolutely.
totally different.
Jack,
The
you
difference
used to
with Ghost of
shit on
Tsushima
that
is
game.
I didn't.
When I was
I know.
praising
I
that
didn't feel
shit,
like I would like that subject matter. That's different. The game didn't look bad. I just didn't fuck with that time period. But I played the game and I liked it. My problem with this game specifically, it's not even how the game looked. It's not the developers. It's none of that. I don't have a problem with this game. I have a problem with people capping about shit, right? I hate when motherfuckers show energy for shit and then they don't go and support it, right? That's why I got like 100 goddamn jiggy ski masks. You see how that work? So look, all these motherfuckers, oh, I can't wait. It's mind-boggling. Oh my God, Sony, yes, please. You're not gonna buy the game. Y'all always do this shit, bro.
But
Stop
ain't
doing
that
it.
game like close to full price too? It's like
Yeah,
40 or
Mirror's
something.
Edge
$40.
too. What happened to that?
I
Like,
bought
come on,
that.
man.
I bought
Stop
it and
this,
beat it.
bro.
I bought it and beat it,
Stop
bro.
this,
And,
man. Nobody's buying this game.
I would have bought seafood if it wasn't no 40, man. 25, 30 maybe, but for 40.
You just have to wait a week.
Yeah. Never buy a game day one,
Probably.
y'all.
I'm not
Just
buying it
wait a
day
week.
one, but I do want to play it.
This bitch about to go
Me too,
double
Kofi.
styrofoam. I
I'm
guarantee
not buying
you.
it day one, but I will
It depends
be
on where
playing
I'm
it.
at with Dying Light, because now it comes out like a few days after Dying Light.
All I
So
know
that one's gonna be
is
trash too,
Elden
man.
Ring,
What?
Elden Ring,
You better watch your mouth, boy.
and Forbidden West drop, and I'm really those are the only two games that I'm gonna be focusing on that month. I'm sorry, Dying Light's
fucking
not
with
getting
Dying
bought day
Light,
one
dog.
too. I do
Damn.
like it, bro, but I'm not buying it day one.
If you're not
Man, this
fucking with
ain't
seafood, then
no
what
old
else you
Kofi
playing
Anno.
in
This ain't
February in the
old-
early of the
I
month?
everything Kofi
Elden
Anno.
Ring.
Elden
No,
Ring.
Elden Ring is the end of the month
Okay.
with
Horizon.
Horizon. But
Hey,
that's still
man.
towards the end of the month. You got like 2-3 weeks before that. You can play Dying Light. You know what I mean?
Oh, I guess when does it drop? When does Dying Light drop?
February 4th.
Okay, that's early in the month.
But that's
Okay.
4 days before seafood. We gotta wait for
So one of them.
Jack,
only
ain't
one of them
nobody
getting
buying
bought.
seafood, dog.
One
Ain't
of them getting bought then.
Come on. This is crazy. I'm confused. This is crazy.
This nigga Jack Hasten is about to be a mega hit. No vibes.
Oh shit.
All right, let's do a super chat break and wrap up the podcast.
So we've
Damn.
got Assad Asaheen for $2. He says, Kofi spitting. Stop downplaying genuine issues.
Facts.
And then Victor Flores for the 5. Good pod, y'all. 2042 is a goddamn disaster. Awful hit
Yikes.
registered. Awful hit
Bad.
reg. Only 22 guns and 2 are usable. And the attachments are mostly cosmetic, minimal benefits.
I disagree with that part, but he was spitting for the first half.
All right, so those are all the super chats. Good podcast. Talked about the Game Awards. Talked about Halo, Xbox 20th anniversary, and Battlefield.
Hold on, Kofi. You didn't bring up a topic with the Xbox joint, bro.
What happened?
They stopping backwards compatibility programs.
Oh, I forgot. I don't think
That's
Jamie
true.
wrote that one down.
No, it's part of the everything
Oh.
announced at the 20th anniversary. It's part of that.
Yeah, which is
What
very,
y'all think? What y'all think about that? Though? What y'all think about that?
real
That's
quick.
shitty.
It sucks.
They shouldn't do that. Yeah.
It sucks. People, I know the common damage control is, well, look at Nintendo, look at PlayStation, their offerings is trash. But in the end of the day, it still sucks because there's still a whole lot of classics that deserve to come
Yeah.
back, bro.
Jack, ain't no more
Still
water
missing
in that
a
bottle,
lot.
dog.
Sir, I have a full bottle right here, sir.
That's
I'm
impossible.
black people do it, man.
He
You
over
gotta
there
have,
sipping water.
you gotta have a two. You know you got multiple bottles ready, man. You never know.
Yeah, so the excuse that they gave us is licensing issues. I guess they don't want to go back and renew things
Or
and
pay the money for it.
pay the money to deal with it or anything because prices could
Nah, what they really
change.
saw is niggas is not playing that shit. So they really saw.
That might be true too. That might be
So
true.
they
Hey,
really
man.
saw.
Nah, I fuck with it. I fuck with the Xbox backwards compatibility features and how you can buy the old games still digitally in the stores. if it's there and stuff like that. I think that's actually really dope, man. And I kind of wish it was more. Like there's
I
still
think
games
they've
that
also
it's
gone the
missing.
farthest more than anybody else.
Out
They've
of the
gone the
consoles,
farthest.
yeah.
Yeah,
Out
they,
of the
they
consoles,
have,
they've gone the farthest.
which is great. But I'm still sad about it at the same
Yeah.
time because a couple
It's
of my
good.
favorites are not there. Like
But it's
that
not
makes me really
enough.
sad.
I mean, but
Yeah.
here's my thing, right? There's already Xbox emulators. There's 360 emulators. There's
Mhm.
Xbox OG emulators. Why can't they just do a software emulation to let you just put the disc in and play it?
You know, they
See,
Well,
do
this
that's
is
actually
why
what
this-
Phil Spencer was calling for. I don't know if y'all seen that article, but he's calling for an industry-wide support of emulation to preserve
I
games.
fuck with this guy, bro.
It's
I fuck with
yo,
this guy.
it's what
That
I've
boy
been
Phil
saying
don't
the
give a
whole
fuck
time.
no more, man. That's crazy.
I fuck with
Nigga
this
don't
guy,
care. He
bro.
don't care if you. He don't care if you buy the games. He don't care if you play the games.
You know, I
This
stream
nigga
the
don't care about
game.
shit. God damn, Phil. Steal that motherfucker. Don't even play it. Just steal that bitch. Fuck you.
Good.
We invited, goddamn.
Yeah, I fuck with Phil Spencer. Yo, because I'm just thinking, like, honestly, J-Main, if PlayStation or Xbox release a special version of the console where it had, like, the built-in chips for, like, previous gen consoles, but they charged the premium, I would actually buy that.
We was talking about this shit in
premium
Discord yesterday. This is crazy. We
I
had the
would
same
buy.
conversation.
I would buy that premium console. I would. Me personally, as a hardcore gamer,
I
feel like they
would
should-
too. I would.
I feel
I
like
would.
I feel like they should give us the option. To be honest, fuck it, give us the option. Make it a specialty order or something. I don't know, man.
Right.
If they
it
can make a
specialty
fucking
order.
$10,000 Gucci Xbox, they can make a. You know what I mean?
That's
They can
what
do
I'm
this
saying.
other shit.
Well, yeah,
Oh.
100 made. Like, yo, just at least put the hardware chips in one and make it like a special order, custom made. You have to wait for it. Fuck it. I want it. I want to be able to pop into my games. I got a huge collection of OG Xbox games. I got PS2 games sitting on the shelf. I got PS3 games on the shelf. Like, it would be very extremely convenient that I could just pop in the disc and play these old games if I want to revisit them ever
That's
again.
what we should be able to do.
I wish that was the
know.
case. I wish that was the case, but it's not. But
I know Soldier Boy about to cop that Gucci Xbox.
Oh,
There's a
absolutely.
Gucci Xbox.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
real thing. Yeah, I want
10,000.
to
yeah,
10,
Yeah.
10 stacks.
$10,000.
How much?
Got it?
10 racks. Hey,
I'm
why you
posting
keep?
it
Hey,
right
Tony,
now.
you gotta cut this out, Tony, man.
Hey,
I ain't
man.
holding. I ain't holding like that, man.
When you
That's
posted your
just
bank, it was a
fucking
flex on
dumb.
like when Tick did it.
Nah.
my
Hey, man,
goodness.
I don't know what you saw. Shout out to Tick, man.
Xbox by Gucci. I can't fucking.
Gucci bandana. Gucci
Oh, that was,
bandana.
that was a classic right there.
Yeah,
I actually like this Gucci shit. This shit is hard.
it looked nice. You know, when I got wind that Xbox was sending me something, I was hoping it was gonna be that Gucci joint, bro.
Nah.
That boy Paul started sweating, boy.
They didn't even. They sent that nigga the regular version of Force. Not even the deluxe. He didn't even get the deluxe
They
version.
sent you the USPA Xbox.
yeah.
You better
I'm
shut your ass up.
I'm like,
Big
yo, they
ass
sent me
polo
a
man
Gucci Xbox. Yo, hold up, you know what I mean? I might have to turn into Tim Dog in this motherfucker, bro. Hold up. But
What did they
That's all
send you,
this-
by the way? What was that? Some air fresheners?
bro, they sent me pins. I appreciate it,
Oh!
but they sent me
Yes,
pins.
Wait,
sir.
Are they like the ones
sir.
that can go on a hat or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
they
Let's
got all
see
these
them, man. Where they
That's
at? They
fire.
sound fire. Where they
Put
at?
a
Those
couple of
pins,
those
man.
on the dad hat. So the you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man, you
Shit should be
bugging, man. You can
dope.
put them. Yeah, rep your brand, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
On the jiggy dad hat.
Shut
Put
up,
a
Jack.
pin on
Yes.
that thing.
Yeah, Jack, how did it go from you used to clown me, say I'm a Nintendo man. Now I converted
Hey.
to Xbox fan now?
Now you're an Xbox
Listen.
guy.
Listen,
Come on.
I be telling people, no, see, this is a good thing, though, right? If you ever got the opportunity to sell out, man, you got to do that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm,
so
I'm
yeah.
with the move.
Yeah, but
sent-
you're not gonna
yeah.
sell it for
They
pins.
sent me a little box.
Yeah, it'll grow
Little
from there. You know what I'm saying? That's the
box.
beginning. That's
You
how it
know what I
starts.
mean?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
started,
man.
it started. They gave me some pins. They sent me a little.
Then
for
it'll be
free.
chairs.
They sent me some
That's what I'm saying. You
pins.
gonna get the yellow chair next, man.
Hopefully, I
you
get
got
a
to
yellow
put the work
chair
in.
soon. You know
There
what I
you
mean?
go.
I already know.
Hey, they fucking with you. You see it?
You know, I already been in conversation. I got a email and I have this very nice PR lady, Xbox Canada, very nice PR lady,
going to
about
Canada,
my
dog.
Halo Infinite campaign review code should be
Mm.
arriving extremely
There you
soon.
go.
Let's just say that
you go.
extremely soon. So we're gonna be playing that. And shout out to Xbox Canada. Let me just say that they fuck with me. I like that. Shout out to Xbox.
Shout
Canada.
out to them, man. That's great to see.
Appreciate them. All right, let's do
Have a
that.
good
I know
day,
some
Xbox.
man.
Review codes from Xbox don't even hit the same no more. Everyone
They ain't
getting
gay
shit for
smooth
free.
What is that?
Them review codes don't hit the same no more. Everyone getting them games for free. This shit crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait a couple extra days.
That's funny as all right, yeah, let's go ahead and do the outros, man. Let's start off with our guest, Tony.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all having me. Good show as always, man. You know, I'm gonna get back to watching Kofi on this, on this Halo soon, man. Well, already one of my favorite empires, so.
Is this true? Because I keep hearing Tony say this narrative,
Bro.
man. Is this true?
Okay, Jack, let me just say this. Let's just say me and you were playing like Plants vs. Zombie. Plants vs. Zombie together.
Great game.
Right?
Great game.
You know, you've been playing it a little bit more than me, but I'm playing with you lightly. And all of a sudden Uncharted Part 2 multiplayer comes out.
Okay.
And you hop on that, and I'm pretty much saying, "Oh, I ran you off Plants vs. Zombie." This is the type of
I see what
situation
you're
that's happening.
saying.
This is
So
what that's the situation that I'm
Tony,
in with
come
right
on,
now.
Tony. Is this
No.
what's really going on right
Let me
now,
tell you, because you can't have the same energy for BG. He was talking about the laundromat exposed, this and that.
What do you
But when
mean?
it came to me, you was talking about BG going duck it, say he on this game, he on that game. But you did
I
the
played
same
you
shit.
though. I didn't do the same shit.
You
I
played me, I
played
got
you.
smoked. You played me, I got smoked.
Wait, what's
Oh,
happening
he
in
said
this
he's
battlefield?
better.
Is a man driving on the wall? What is this?
Oh yeah, the hovercrafts, you can drive them up buildings.
Oh, really? Oh,
I don't know if that's a
okay.
bug or not.
Well,
I kind of like that shit. That shit is kind of fun.
Can you drive? You can't drive a real
Probably a
hovercraft up a fucking building, can you? That don't sound right.
That doesn't sound right.
Probably not.
Yeah,
But
I don't think so.
This is a bug that I think they should keep. That shit is kind of lit.
Like the big Giga Shark in 4 or 5. I forgot which one. 4?
Oh, why he is driving up the building? What the hell?
Yeah,
All I
certain
want to
bugs I
say
like.
is Strat was giving Kofi the beats in Age 2, basically.
That
and
when?
Y'all was trading games.
Stop saying this. Stop lying then. You didn't get no
But y'all was
trading.
in Age 2, y'all was trading games.
I'm
going
trying
back
to figure out
and
who's telling the
forth,
truth, man.
going
This
back and
is a lot.
Stop
And me
lying.
and
You
Strap,
ain't-
Strap been playing Age 4 the same amount of time. He been clean up every game.
Yeah, Strat is the one that you could talk to because you be playing them more. Me, Forza came out, niggas were on Forza. I'm sorry, my guy. I'm sorry, niggas are on Forza. Now niggas are on Halo. You see how Forza doesn't mean I'm ducking
No.
Forza.
Listen
I'm on
to
Halo
this
now.
though. Listen to this, right? If it was about being on Forza, how come you always telling me pull up Age 2, man? Now, a 20-year-old game.
That game came out, the definitive edition came out in 2019, sir.
Now, you was already gaming when that game came out, Tony.
Uh-huh,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You sure you an OG to this shit, right? That's right up your alley.
I'm dead.
But Tony,
Nah,
appreciate you coming on
Kofi don't like
podcast,
Age
yo.
4. Kofi don't like Age 4 because he can't do that cheap shit. He doesn't Age 2.
No, I have a problem with Age 4 because all the zoom, first of all, is ridiculous. It's hurting my eyes. Number one.
I
Number
got bad
two,
news, Kofi.
they need to fix the game types. Add more game types because the game types that are
bad news,
available
Kofi, bro.
is fucking kind of shit. I don't like this landmark game type. I think it's ass.
They released the patch notes and the roadmap. Ain't none of that shit coming anytime soon, bro.
Oh man,
Not for like 6, bro. At least 6 months. The updates they got coming. None of them.
But what did I tell you? I'm telling you, Age 4 is gonna be a great game, but you have to just give it until it hits the definitive edition. They're gonna add more civilizations. They're gonna fix all the problems, and that's when I'm gonna get back on it.
They added a new civ in like 7 months and shit. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, can the game release complete? Sheesh.
Games as a service,
One of them.
baby. Yes,
One of them.
sir. Let's get it.
I
But
love it.
shout out to Tony coming to the podcast, man.
Sir. Appreciate it.
You ain't sound too enthused about that.
He didn't add nothing to the
shout-out.
show, man. He could have stayed where he was at. Respectfully.
Jack, go ahead and do your outro, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my son Tony, man. Good podcast this week. You know, I didn't have a lot of input because I respect myself. I don't play shit like Battlefield and Halo. Anywho,
Wow.
I play great games like GTA 3 Remastered. Anywho,
Right.
moving,
Oh,
Get
okay.
to talk about GTA. That's crazy.
moving on. Appreciate y'all for watching. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Chad Mood Johnny. Support Jiggy merch, RIP Dolphin. We out. Peace.
Thanks.
J Main.
Yes, sir. Appreciate Tony for pulling up on us.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck? Great show. Make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all get up out of here. Also, share the stream out on Twitter, Facebook, OnlyFans, wherever you got to get this shit to the people that, you know what I mean? Let us know that y'all fucking with us and what we got going on over here. YouTube and Twitter, jmain518. Catch me probably in the Discord this weekend. Trying to run into some of these boys on Halo. So I'll
Awesome
definitely
games,
be
man.
definitely want to
J
be
May
checking out
never
some Halo.
actually pull up when he say he coming though. I'm trying
So
to figure out.
listen, I don't be having time on the weekdays. All right, I get about 2 or 3 hours on the weekdays.
Ain't
I
you
like
about to
to be
start
on my
working from
dolly.
home, man?
Yo, they put.
Hey man, fuck
Speaking
that job. Go on, you know what I mean?
Speaking of working from home, Jack, I was supposed to be starting on Wednesday, but it had some issues with my phone line, so they had to finish setting that up from the crib, and
Nigga still on dial up. What up?
I should be up and running next week, so expect more videos and content and things like that on my channel as well. I'm pulling up Blaze. If you listening, I'm not ducking. You always be inviting me when I'm just trying to hop on for a game or two. I don't feel like joining the Discord for a game or two. So this weekend, catch me in the Discord. I'm pulling up.
I'm gonna make my own jiggy mushroom. I put Jack Move on his shirt, bitch.
Is that your next jiggy battle line? I'm gonna make sure you lose. Like, if you don't make sure you lose them garbage ass bars, that's gonna cement it for you. Right?
Well, you booked another battle already?
Hey man, another battle incoming. I don't want to just too much leak the details, but it will feature, YouTube's very own New Yokio.
Oh,
Can I be a judge?
Nah, this nigga Jack Move.
Hold on, who want to be a judge? Who is that?
I want to be a judge.
J Main wants to be a J Main. The tentative date is December the 11th. Let me know if you're available, sir.
This nigga Jack Move such a finesse, bro. Should I
A
expose this
Saturday.
nigga?
If it's around like 4 or 5,
What happened? What happened, Tony?
Ooh,
What
it might
happened?
be around
Let me
6 your
expose- let me
time. Can you do it
expose
around
this
even
nigga
6?
Jack
better.
Move,
Even
right?
better.
This
Oh
nigga
shit,
Jack
we got
Move,
J
right? The
Main.
guy
Like,
that
hold
we
on, let me
battling,
get
right?
up.
Jack Move got the guy we battling blocked, right? He getting paid 200 to unblock him, and he said if you don't get the right donations, the prize money only gonna be 50 this time. This nigga taxing this.
I gotta make sure y'all niggas ain't bringing in the big bucks, man. I got to make sure it's feasible for my pocket.
Shug Move Johnny. What kind of
I just
operation
gotta
you
make sure it's
running over
feasible
there,
for my
dog?
pocket.
Yo,
Hey, this the first battle is gonna have an adjustable payout. All right, if the people show up and Tony's an actual decent battler, you're gonna get a bigger payout. Tony, just believe in the vision, baby.
Yo, J Man, he's doing what we told him, yo. You know what I mean? Yo, taking the
Unreal.
funds. Yo, he's taking the funds from off the record. What we talking about?
Hey, man. I listen to my friends, man. They gave me good advice.
He's taking
You know
the
what I mean?
funds.
That's right.
I'm going with it, okay? I'm going with it.
Man paid 200 for the unblock instead of the prize money 50. That man gonna be down 150 still.
Yo, Jackson finesse. All right, man. Alex, do your outro, man. Let's get outta
Tomorrow
here,
we're
yo.
playing Halo Infinite with the Discord. Saturday I'm taking off. Sundays more Yakuza. Monday back to normal videos. Next week, PlayStation fanboy video, Xbox fanboy video.
Oh,
We're going after
you got-
everybody next
what
week.
the Xbox
so,
guys do? They was chilling.
yelling at Jeff Keighley.
Oh yes. You definitely gotta get them on.
Oh, did they? Oh shit, I need to see
So
that.
I'm getting everybody next week. So be ready for that, y'all.
It's gonna be good. All right, boys. That's it for the show today. Nice chill show. Like I said, December 9th will be our last podcast of the year. We might not do one the first week of December, but we will be back for sure on December 9th. And we're going to be on vacation after that. So we got like, what, 2 more podcasts this month. Until then. With that being said, I hope everybody has a great night. Check out our Patreon for off the record content. And yeah, that's about it. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.